We get ourselves ready, and of course they do a lot of special extra stuff, and the colors will be presented here tonight as well as part of the special activities that go on. The cross-country team running out at the 40 and the 20-yard lines, respectively. Both teams on their respective sidelines. GSL on the near side, Holy Family Catholic in their way whites on the far for this homecoming 2019. Thanks for joining us here on 1310 AM KGLB. If you are curious about what our broadcast schedule is going to be like coming up if the Twins are in the postseason and for however long they will be, if there are any conflicts with games that we originally had scheduled for Carp, we will be here on 1310 AM KGLB for any games when the Twins may be playing in the postseason. All the Twins games will be on KARP. So just a programming note for those of you out there. The torches are set. They've done 2 mini circles all along the field from the 20 to the 40-yard line. And now the captains for GSL walk out and get the game ball from the captains for both the boys and girls cross-country team at midfield as we get ourselves ready for today's homecoming matchup between GSL and Holy Family Catholic.
Also want to say welcome to the class of 79.
Oh, really?
They are here tonight. I think at halftime they're going to be meeting over by the flagpoles there, so if anyone's tuning in, the class of 79 from Glencoe will be meeting down there. So welcome to them.
All right, let's take a 3-minute timeout. We'll come back. Actually, we'll just make it a 2-minute timeout. I thought there might be colors presented. I do not see that. So we will have the national anthem here at the field. We'll take a 2-minute timeout. We'll come back. It's your game time and temp brought to you by Glencoe Co-op Association. Back in 2 minutes on KGLB.
Ashley Furniture Home Store, the #1 brand of furniture in America. From rustic farmhouse to contemporary living to big family spaces. Find your style at any budget at Ashley Furniture Home Store, right off Highway 15 South in Hutchinson, next to Best Buy and Target. Call 587-HOME, Ashley Home Store. This is home.
Next to your home, your car is your biggest investment. Don't settle for less. Go with Rick and the experts at Pro Auto Glencoe. They're a full-service auto and light truck repair facility that can handle jobs in all makes and models from the simple to complex. See the pros at Pro Auto Glencoe.
Happy Hour Inn and Family Restaurant is where you get great homemade meals made with fresh ingredients and with the utmost care in a warm and inviting atmosphere. It's known for good friends, good food, and good time. The Happy Hour Inn and Family Restaurant in Glencoe.
Save money through energy efficiency and energy conservation rebates. Visit the Glencoe Light and Power Commission website at glencoelightandpower.com to get started. Proud to serve you and to support our local schools and students, it's the Glencoe Light and Power Commission, a leader in renewable energy and energy conservation.
For quality health care close to home, make one stop at the Glencoe Regional Health Services. There's no need to drive an hour or more away from home when you can see physicians and specialists that will keep every member of your family in tip-top health. Schedule an appointment today at Glencoe Regional Health Services.
Sanju and
life takes you places.
Schwartz are going to come
CoreTrust
back
provides you with the tools you need for your financial success. When you're ready to take the next step, CoreTrust will be here. Visit CoreTrustBank.com today.
Member FDIC.
Big game, DC.
For reliable
DC New
comfort
London's
all
on the
year
FM
round,
tonight.
go with the Heritage family of heat pumps from American Standard and
In New
Mueller
London?
Sales and Service
Yes.
in Glencoe. Heritage
fun,
heat
Monahan.
pumps offer an outdoor unit that warms your home in the winter and cools your home in the summer with quiet, reliable efficiency you can count on year after year. Plus, they take comfort and energy efficiency to a new level. For complete sales, installation, and service after the sale, visit Russ and Crew at Mueller Sales and Service in Glencoe. American Standard Heating and Air Conditioning.
Welcome back, everyone. It's now time for your game time and temp brought to you by the Glencoe Co-op Association. And boy, what a night it is. It is warm. It is humid. We have temperature right around 82. Dew point around 72. Feels like it's 84. That will decrease as the evening progresses, although the temperature will still stay right around 80 degrees, maybe into the upper 70s by the time we wrap up here tonight. We have a little bit of a breeze right now from the, what do we got here? East. Yes, east-southeast at 7 miles per hour. It's now time for your Sank and Seed kickoff. Sank and Seeds and Brown kick off every season and every spring with Sank and Seeds. GSL will kick it off first, going right to left across your radio dial, computer screen, however you are listening to us here on this beautiful Friday night. as Damian Silas runs up, and the kick is away, right to left. It is a high arcing kick, caught back at the 2-yard line to the near side with it. Trying to find room at the 10 to the 15. Wrapped up, stood up, tackled, and brought down. Zach Foles getting in on that tackle. The third guy in on that one, as there was a lot of Panthers there. It'll be 1st and 10 at their own 15 as Tien Fodre gets tackled on that one. It's going to be a long field for Holy Family to start this game. 1st and 10 at their own 15.
Good job by GSL Special Teams there. You know, Damian Silas puts a nice boot into it. Wind carries it a little bit down here towards the northwest corner of the field here. And GSL keeping their lanes, coming down hard, making sure they've got everything filled. Good gang tackling by GSL.
Nate Tanucci, the quarterback, a 6'1" senior, 185 pounds. They'll come out with 2 wide left, 1 to the right. Running back to each side of the quarterback, Tanucci. Bent over at the waist, calls for the snap, gets it, hands it off. Going left side with it is Hendler, trying to find room across the 15, dives across the 20 up to the 23-yard line. A nice pickup of 8 for Hendler on 1st down for Holy Family.
Like I mentioned before here when we did keys of the game, the Holy Family loves that outside edge. You know, you might see a little bit of running between the tackle and guard, but they love to get on the outside and see if their speed can beat the defenses that they face.
They're going to go 3 wide to the right. Ball center of the field, no make it. 2 to the right, 1 to the left. Lemke goes to the left. Hendler to the right of the quarterback. Tanucci, the running back, to his left as well. That's Lensmeyer. They're going to hand it off to Lensmeyer. Coming around right side with it. Gets it across the 25. Breaks an arm tackle. Schwartz trips him up. Brings him down at the 32-yard line. A nice pickup of 9 and another first down for Holy Family Catholic. And those are 2 very easy runs for the Fire there, Adam.
Yeah, and you know, Fire right now, Holy Family doing a good job of utilizing those split wide receivers out there, coming in, making some nice seal blocks, allowing that running room for that running back. So GSL's got to find a way to break through them, get them to cut back inside instead of keep going out.
1st and 10 at their own 32, going left to right, ball on the right hash. 2 wideouts left, 1 to the right, running back to each side of the quarterback, Tanucci. Takes the chest-high snap, fakes the handoff. He's going to go option right side with it. He tosses it the last second. Lensmeyer will get a pickup of 1, maybe 2 on it, as he'll get out of bounds at the 33-yard line. Lensmeyer the pickup of 1 to bring up 2nd and 9.
Good job by GSL's defense there. Brett Lepke comes across, does a good job of getting the quarterback. Klockman as well, and a linebacker for GSL, comes across too. One thing I'd like to see him do a little more, break down a little bit and try to see if you can kind of get that anticipation. Is the quarterback going to keep it or pitch it out there? He kind of went right for the quarterback instead. Still, good tackling by GSL.
Now a pistol, no make it a single running back. Hendler to the right of the quarterback, Tanucci, a stacked wide receiver set to left side of the line, tight to the line, high snap, bobbled. Tanucci gets it, he'll run left side, student body left, trying to follow his blockers, gets across the line of scrimmage, up to the 34, make it 35-yard line, pickup of 2, make it 1 as they'll spot him. Nope, it'll be at the 34-yard line, just a pickup of 1 for Tanucci, and that was a high snap at him that kind of ruined everything from the get-go.
Yeah, high bobbled snap right there, and Brett Lemke gets really good pressure on the outside, almost able to catch up to the quarterback, but like we said, we know he's fast and speedy. Couldn't quite get to him there in the backfield.
3rd and 7 for Holy Family. 2 wideouts right, 1 to the left, ball on the left hash, running back to each side of the quarterback, Tanucci. In the shotgun, takes a snap, looking to pass, has time, stands tall, throw middle, that one intercepted by GSL, and coming with it the near side is Reese Schwartz. She changes fields at the 35-yard line, gets wrapped, brought down at the 32, and the first interception of the season goes to Reese Schwartz, playing center field for the Panthers. He gets the pick.
Good job by Reese Schwartz, staying home, reading his read, does a good job of just watching the quarterback. Little bit of a mislocated throw there by the quarterback, Tanucci, but a good job by Reese Schwartz coming in. And, hey, that's a baseball player right there, catching right there, right?
Yeah, exactly. 1st and 10 for GSL at the Holy Family 32, 9:53.
Oh, fumble
on the quick snap.
And GSL got it back.
They tried to dive right back on it. Boy, the Panthers really hurried up the line there.
Oh.
And no, it's a turnover on the first play, right back in the first turnover by GSL this season on a fumble or interception. Should say first one on a fumble this year that has been turned over.
As I say, the initial dog pile, the ball actually kind of squibbed out to the side yet towards the GSL sideline, and it just seemed as if nobody was there to wait, and I thought GSL landed on it, but no, Holy Family gets the recovery.
So, Holy Family back with it, 1st and 10 at their own 33.
looked to be just a little miss handoff there between Mikolajczyk and Stifter there. Just two of them coming in with the mesh again. We know that they both like to tug a lot on that. They've got to work on that, getting that handoff off clean.
So it's 1st and 10, 2 wideouts right, 1 to the left, running back to each side of the quarterback. Tanucci in the shotgun takes a snap, handoff. Lensmeyer with it, right side, gets stoned and knocked down. Nice job hemming in there by Zach Moore, and a good job finishing off on the inside, guys. Brent Lipke in on that tackle, pickup of just 1 for Lensmeyer.
Had a good opportunity to sit with Zach Moore this week here as I went to a community lunch at GSL. It was a great opportunity to chat with him a little bit, and we talked about how he is just so physical out there, and he's in so many of these plays. He does just such a great job on reading, making his key, and he just gets in there and puts a lot of pressure on the team.
2nd and 9. They stack 3 wideouts close to the right side of the line. Single running back is Hendler. They're going to fake it to him. Going left side with it is Tanucci trying to get to the edge. He's got a little bit of room across the 35, then knocked out of bounds at the 37-yard line. Good job by Klockman staying with him, and a good job by the rest of the defense to help finish him off.
Yeah, Klockman there just on his tail the whole time, trying to get him to cut off there, but then Will Higgins, cornerback out there, does a good job of making a good read on where he's going to end up. Makes a great cut, makes a big tackle there.
3rd and 6, we'll call it, as they're at their own 37-yard line. Need to get to the 43 for a first down. 2 wideouts right, 1 to the left. Hendler, the running back to the right of the quarterback. Tanucci takes the snap to Tanucci, looking to pass, has time, rolls right. He's tucked it already to run. He's trying to find the edge. He's got the edge at the 40 to the 45 and out of bounds with the first down across the 47-yard line on a pickup of 10 on a 3rd and 6.
Little break in the defensive line over here on the left side, you could say on the west side towards the GSL sidelines here. Just not able to get across. Lipke kind of caught himself inside a little bit. Got to make sure that we know that he loves to boot out, and he's not afraid to do a reverse boot too. You got to make sure you're coming across, staying over there and sealing off. He goes inside, that's fine. You've got your linebacker core, you got your D tackles there, you've got the corners, you got the safety, that's fine. But you got to contain on the outside or he will hurt you the rest of the game.
See Lipke after that play had his head down, he knew it. 2 wideouts to the left, 1 to the right, ball in the right hash. Tanucci with the running back on each side. Lensmeyer to his left, and Hendler to his right. He'll hand it off to Lensmeyer, coming right side with it, cuts it inside across midfield to the 45-yard line. He'll be close to a first down, but the ball got ripped away in the hands of Riley Rosichka, but they're going to say the knee was down. They're going to say knee was down, and it'll be 1st and 10, or the officials are going to talk it over.
Yeah, I think they're just going to
pick
keep
up
it
of
here.
11 and a first down for Lensmeyer if it stands. Yes, first down, pickup of 11.
Good job by Riley Rosichka there. Quick hands, able to get a hand on the ball. And like you said, thought he ripped it out there to get the turnover, but knee is going to be called down first.
1st and 10 now at the GSL 43-yard line. Holy Family had interception on their first drive. Then GSL first play, fumbled it right back. 2 wideouts right, 1 to the left. Running back on each side of the quarterback, Tanucci. Takes a snap, handoff, Hendler left side with it, looking for a cutback lane, bounces it outside, breaks through one arm tackle, then tries a stutter step in the backfield and allows more defenders to swarm on him. It gets across the 40 up to the 38-yard line, a pickup of 4 for Hendler.
Good pressure back in the backfield there by Zach Voles. He does a good job of breaking through. Maybe had just a little bit of a key read there where he was able to squirt through that D-line and the offensive line and get some good pressure. Almost able to bring him down, but running back, too, we can see he's got some moves. He's not afraid to put some jukes on out there.
2nd and 6 for Holy Family at the GSL 38-yard line. They'll stack up 3 wideouts to the right. Hendler will be to the left of the quarterback, Tanucci, in the shotgun. Ball in the left hash. Tanucci takes the waist-high snap, hands it off right away to Hendler. Hendler going right side with it, finds a cutback lane. There's a flag on the play. He'll dive forward across up to the 32-yard line. Will be close to enough for a first down if it stands, and we have reason to believe it may not. It is a hold against Holy Family Catholic. And obviously they will accept the penalty here, will GSL, to move them back.
Yeah, getting a little handsy out there. Got to make sure you keep the hands high and tight. Keep them underneath. Can't get around. Don't wrap around the shoulder pads there. But
just wants to hug.
Yeah, I know, right?
Just wants to hug.
Right, but no, yeah, you just got to make sure you keep them high and in tight.
Spot foul is at the 34-yard line, so it backs them up to the 44 of GSL. It'll be a 2nd and 12 now for Holy Family Catholic. Wipes out the 6-yard gain that would have been enough for a first down. Shotgun formation. Single running back to the right, Hendler up to the quarterback, Tanucci. 3 wideouts to the left side of the line, tight end right side of the line. Tanucci takes the waist-high snap, looking to pass. Has time, still looking. There's a flag. High, wobbly throw to the far side. It is a 500 ball if I've ever seen one. It's intercepted by GSL, by Will Higgins at the 25-yard line. And I believe GSL will negate the penalty, and they will take the interception, the air punt by Tanucci, and it'll be 1st and 10 at their own 25. I believe. Hold on.
I don't know. I was going to say, yep, that's what they're going to do. They're going to decline it. GSL offense will come back onto the field.
So 2 passes by Tanucci, 2 interceptions. Now they're going into the wind that was much stronger earlier and has died down as the evening has progressed here. As I mentioned, only about 7-8 miles per hour.
And we talked about, though, too, Tanucci is a very good athlete out there, able to run the ball well. Throwing is not his strong point, but as you can see, Holy Family here not afraid to air the ball out.
1st and 10. With 7:27 left to go in the first quarter, there is a Maryland I formation for GSL. They'll hand it off. Jaskowiak gets met in the backfield, spins forward. He gets back to the original line of scrimmage. No gain on the play for GSL. Seeing the Maryland I, when I say that, that means 3 running backs in the I formation instead of the normal 2. That's something new.
Yeah, that is.
So it'll be, they give him a yard, a generous yard on that one, makes it 2nd and 9. Adam Bartles, Adam Dahman with you here. No score on the Glencoe Light and Power scoreboard between GSL and Holy Family. We've had 3 possessions. We've had 3 turnovers. So there's consistency in that way. Now again, Maryland I. Christensen is the second fullback. Stifter the first one. They'll hand it off to Jaskowiak, bouncing it left side. Boy, there's 3 white jerseys waiting for him on the left side of that line. Pickup of 1 for Jaskowiak on the play. I'll bring up 3rd and 9.
This is where it's going to come down to 2. As linemen here for the offense, you've got to make sure you're making the correct reads out there, because what's happening here is the linebacking core for Holy Family is getting in there and making the tackle by the line of scrimmage. You got to have more secondary blocking there by that line. You've got to make sure you get across. Of course, you got to make sure the D-line is all blocked, but like we talked too on Wednesday in Panther Sports Weekly, Holy Family likes to come up and show that more of that 62 or 52, I guess you could say too.
They're showing 5 down linemen right now.
Right.
3rd and 8 for GSL. Regular I formation, 2 wide out to the left. They set play action, looking to pass, pump fake. Now he's going to run with his Mikolajczyk across the 30. He'll fall forward as he's hit and brought down to the 33-yard line. He's going to be shy of a first down. He picks up 6 on a 3rd and 8.
Good job by Blake Mikolajczyk right there. I want to say that. He knew that his targets were covered very well. He figured, I'm going to pull it down. I have a beautiful lane to run through. Good blocking by the lineman. Just not quite able to give it that first down, but it looks as if possibly. Nope.
4th and a yard and a half.
Yep,
they waited. Now the punt team will come on with 17 on the play clock. And now the punt return team will sprint onto the field for Holy Family. 10 on the play clock. Still in the huddle. Now they break quickly. With 7 down to 5. Silas back to punt, 1 man back to receive. 2 on the play clock. Gets the snap to Silas, gets the punt away. It's a nice spiral punt. It'll be caught near side with it by Fodre at the 30, and then he gets hemmed out of bounds. Good job on the punt coverage team to get him out of bounds, and it'll be 1st and 10 at their own 38 for Holy Family.
A good job, Riley Rajicka, first one down, putting good pressure on the punt receiver there, and able to force him towards the sideline, towards the GSL sideline here, and then, of course, Clockman just comes in to give him the final push-out.
So a fumble and then a 3-and-out for GSL offensively. They've run 4 plays, and it's now hydration break time here with 5:04 left to go in the first quarter. No score on the Glencoe Light and Power scoreboard between GSL and Holy Family.
We talked about this on Wednesday, too, on Panther Sports Weekly, was you are going to see, especially with this heat this week, you will see those necessary timeouts called by the referees for water breaks. Saw this implemented a couple of years back, and it's a good thing. You know, it keeps these guys hydrated. You hopefully are trying to negate a little bit more of the cramping and things like that can happen, especially when you've got a lot of heat and you're not used to it. You know, both these teams and Minnesota as a whole is not used to all this heat. They really aren't, because they've had some really good days of, 60, 70 degrees out there. Now all of a sudden you're in 80 degrees and it's humid, so that can affect you a lot.
Especially as much as the GSL defense has been out there to start this game. They've gotten 2 turnovers so far. See if they can make it 3 for 3. Shotgun, 3 wideouts, 2 to the left, 1 to the right. Ball on the right hash, running back to each side of the quarterback, Tanucci. Tanucci takes a snap, handoff Hendler with it left side, lowers the shoulder, gets stonewalled at that 40-yard line and knocked back there. A pickup of 2 for Hendler trying to go left side.
Yeah, that's a good job there by the defense for GSL, coming across hard, being very physical up front in the trenches, and making a nice tackle out there on the running back.
So it was 2nd and 8 for Holy Family. No score. 4:40 and counting left to go first quarter. Thanks for joining us here on 1310 AM KGLB. Give a shout out Kevin Simonson, I see sitting down on the bench. Of course, he's been going through a lot recently. I think tackle cancer tonight's the final one of the regular season. Shotgun, 3 wide. Play action, looking toss, left side Hendler as Tanucci was getting hit, and Klockman hemming Hendler out of bounds for no gain. And boy, Tanucci took a big pop on that one.
Again, that's a great job by Max Edwards there, coming off the end, rushing hard, putting a lot of pressure back there, makes a good, clean hit. But Tanucci just able to get that little pitch out right before he gets hit.
So bring up a 3rd and 8 for Holy Family. 4:15 left to go. We've seen their passing game so far. 2 passes by Tanucci, 2 interceptions. It's going to go 2 wideouts to the right, 1 to the left. Running backs to each side of the quarterback, Tanucci. Hendler to his right, Lensmeyer to his left. Takes a snap, looking to pass, 3-man route, pressure coming, thrown near side, overthrown. He had an intended receiver that was slightly open, was Bauer in the zone, but there was defenders collapsing on him. The pass sailed over the head, and that'll bring out the punt team for the first time in this game for Holy Family Catholic.
Yeah, Holy Family there catching GSL and more of a zone-style defense there in the pass coverage, and had an option, was open, but Riley Rajicka kind of noticed it too, came in hard, but just an overthrown pass.
Zach Nowak back to receive at his own 25-yard line. Is Hendler the punter, I believe, or is Tanucci the punter? They're in the kind of a modified shotgun here. Not a true punt formation. 2 wideouts to the right. Takes a snap to Tanucci. He will punt it. It is a high punt. It is short. Nowak catches it on the run at the 35, goes forward up to the 40 and up to the 43-yard line. Is where GSL will start 1st and 10 at their own 43. With no score on the board with 4:02 left to go first quarter.
Good job by Zach Nowak there getting underneath it. You know, it's going to be tough, especially when that punt is coming at you from into the wind. You got to find a way to get underneath it because that's going to get held up a little bit, especially if it's not a spiral. If it's kind of a wobbling kind of a kick, you got to make sure you get underneath there.
I formation backfield, 1 wide out to each side. Ball just to the right of center of the field. Jaskowiak, the deep man in the eye. They run blitz, and they bring the pressure. Handoff, Jaskowiak met in the backfield, falls forward up to the line of scrimmage. That's all he's able to do on that play. No gain, as the defense for Holy Family Catholic is livid in the backfield of GSL right now.
Yeah, right now, Holy Family's defense is just being very much more physical, being able to get through there. And it doesn't seem like anyone's shooting gas. Maybe there's just a couple of misassignments in the blocking scheme.
Now Wishbone backfield, 2nd and 10. Handoff right side, Jaskowiak hurdles over the line, gets past it, gets spun around at the 45 and brought down. They'll give him forward progress up to the 46-yard line. A pick up a 3 on the play for Jaskowiak, and that'll bring up now another 3rd and long for GSL. So 3rd and 7 upcoming for the Panthers here with 3:10 and counting left to go first quarter. Glencoe Light and Power scoreboard. No score here. Of course, on Carp tonight, we got the big matchup between New London and D.C. I formation toss left side. Jaskowiak looking for a cutback lane. Finds it. Bulldozes a defender. Falls forward. He's going to be about a yard shy of a first down as he got across midfield up to the 48-yard line. Need to get to the 47 on that 3rd and 7. He picks up 6. And now, do you go for it here if you're GSL?
Yeah, I truly believe that they are going to go for it here.
Long conversation. Coach Scott Shimperly's got Mikolajczyk right next to him. 20 on the play clock, and he'll send him out there to go for it. Nope, hold on. Yep, there we go. Now he goes.
Okay.
On this 4th down. 10 on the play clock as they break the huddle. 4th and 1 at the Holy Family 48-yard line. Hurry up to the line. Handoff, left side with it. With Higgins, first down across the 45 as he hurdles over the line of scrimmage and gets up to the 42. And a nice pickup of 6 and a first down for GSL, and Higgins' first carry of the game.
Good job by Will Higgins there, just getting the ball hard to the hole, able to leap over one of the defenders as he falls down, able to pick up a big first down for GSL.
So it's 1st and 10 at the Holy Family 42-yard line, going right to left for GSL in this first quarter. No scores so far. 3 turnovers in the first 3 possessions of this game for both teams, then back-to-back punts. Maryland I formation again. Going to hand off Jaskowiak coming through, left side, dragging a defender with him across the 40 up to the 35-yard line before he's met by a couple other Fire defenders, and a pickup of 7 for Jaskowiak on the play.
Jaskowiak, man-child out there. Now he's kind of picking up some steam here now, finally getting able to get a good lead and run up to that line there and looking for his hole. Able to bulldoze over a couple of those defenders right away, and he's not afraid to be physical, and that's what you need out of your running backs too.
2nd and 3 for GSL at the Holy Family Catholic 35-yard line. Ball on the left hash. They're going right to left. The wind sort of to their back. It's an east-southeast breeze. Maryland stiff to the first fullback. Second one is Christensen. They'll hand it off to the deep tailback on the play. Jaskowiak breaks a tackle. He is loose and gone. Near side 10-5 touchdown. 35 yards to pay dirt for Jaskowiak. MJ with another TD.
Great job by Michael Jaskowiak, doing a good job there, finds a nice seam hole, able to get through there, leaps over a defender, and gets into the end zone 4-6. And, of course, with that touchdown means another $20 from Core Trust Bank to the Panther Booster Association for a grand total of $220.
So now they head on out for the extra points with a minute 12 left to go in this first quarter. Jaskowiak with the rushing touchdown. That his 6th already of the season. Silas on for the extra point. Schwartz will hold. Sheik is the long snapper. See what type of pressure they've loaded up on the left side as Holy Family. Left side of the GSL line. High snap, gets it down. Kick is up. Kick is good from Damian Silas. Makes the score. 7-0 on the Glencoe Light and Power scoreboard. The minute 12 left to go in the first quarter. You're listening to Panther Football on KGLB.
No one works harder than Matthews Vashek Construction. Matthews Vashek Construction specializes in remodeling, custom homes, and light commercial work. Visit them on Facebook to find out more. Find experienced carpenters providing quality craftsmanship at Matthews Vashek Construction.
For outrageously great food, make sure you stop at Unhinged Pizza in Glencoe. Stop by for their always good pizzas, crazy
Didn't know if you
chicken,
could see over there.
all-you-can-eat buffet, salad bar, and more. Plus, book one of their back rooms
Just
for
trying to
your
help you out.
next occasion. Treat your family to Unhinged Pizza in Glencoe.
57-yard drive. Takes 6 plays, 35-yard touchdown run for Mitch Jaskowiak. That's his 6th rushing touchdown of the season. Extra point from Silas up and good. Puts GSL ahead by a score of 7-0. That drive took 2:57 off the clock. Time for another Sankin Seed and Brownton kickoff. Silas to kick it off right to left. He's going to have to hurry back because the ball fell off the tee. Hey, guess what? There's a wind.
Oh,
Uh-huh.
Captain Obvious over here.
Yeah, you know. Been watching those commercials a lot recently.
Nice.
And he'll try it again. I had it all set up and everything with the Sankin Seed spot
ready.
and everything. I was ready for it. All right, he's going to kick it off right to left. He is Silas. He runs up the high step. There's the kick. It's a nice one near side with it. And that one, Foundry will catch in the end zone. That's the 5th touchback this year on kickoffs by Damian Silas.
Yeah, good boot there by the young man. Does a good job of getting a leg into it. And, again, he's with wind now a little bit. I don't want to say fully with wind, but a little bit. He's got a little push from it and just gets it in the end zone. This is a great job by him getting that defense to start further down the field instead of, we've seen, like we said, a couple times this year, some good returns by these other teams. So good job by Damian Silas.
So he 1st and 10 at their own 20. They spot the ball on the right hash for Holy Family Catholic as they huddle up on the sideline. Then they'll run out onto the field for the first play. They do a normal huddle, does Holy Family Catholic, during the game. Actually, they do the 5x5 huddle, not the circular huddle. If you want to really get nitpicky with me on that
You can.
2 wideouts to the left. Tight end now right side. Looks like they've added an extra lineman. Or a tight end on the right side and left side. Single setback, Hendler, hand off to him. Met in the backfield and absolutely knocked backwards. Brent Lipke was the first one to get to him there, and then the rest of the linebacking crew showed up. It's a loss of 1 for Hendler on the play, and it's 2nd and 11 for Holy Family.
Good job of the defense, being very physical up there, winning the battle right away in the trenches, allowing the running back not to get anywhere.
So bring up 2nd and 11 with 45 seconds left to go. Holy Family only needs to run one more play. That forest green helmets, white tops, forest green numbers, forest green pants for them. GSL in the all black tops, bottoms, and then the silver helmet with the black stripe. 2 wideouts left, 1 to the right. Running back to each side of the quarterback, Tanucci. Lensmeyer to his left, Hendler to his right. Takes the waist-high snap, hands it off. Fumble, ball loose. He tried to hand it off to Lensmeyer, and he kept it on his hip, and I'm not sure if Lensmeyer thought he was keeping that one, and it's a loss of 4 on the play.
Yeah, a little miscommunication there back with the handoff. One was given, the other one thinking you're keeping, so good job by the GSL defense yet. Staying very alert, seeing the ball on the ground, immediately flocking to it and touching down the running back.
And that will do it for the first quarter of action. 7-0 on the Glencoe Light and Power scoreboard. GSL leads over Holy Family. We're back in 60 seconds with the second quarter on KGLB.
RecTech Outdoor Solutions in Plato carries a full line of outdoor equipment. From Bobcat and Gravely lawnmowers to Western, Snowdog, Hinneker, and Ebling backblade snowplows, they have you covered all year long. It's all at
New
RecTech
London
Outdoor
up
Solutions in
6-0
Plato.
over DC.
If you've always wanted to own the very best of something, visit your local John Deere dealer, Midwest Machinery Company,
Twins are up, I
Glencoe,
think.
Stewart, and Howard Lake.
That could be a huge
John
game
Deere
over there.
quality lives in everything they build. Don't put off that dream of owning the best. Capture it during
Odds are
deer
that's
season at your
probably
local
the
John Deere
conference
dealer,
right there.
Midwest Machinery Company of Glencoe, Stewart, and Howard Lake.
For over 23 years, Johnny Rock's Body Shop has been helping people get back on the road. They'll offer free estimates, work with all types of insurance, and offer a lifetime guarantee workmanship. Johnny Rock's Body Shop, 1 mile south of Glencoe on County Road 2 or at 320-894-7664.
Mumford Sanitation has been providing professional garbage and refuse removal and hauling services for their surrounding area since 1925. They offer roll-off containers for construction and cleanup, and they provide residential, commercial, industrial, rural, and residential service. Visit MumfordSanitation.com.
3rd and 15 for Holy Family Catholic as we get ready for the first play of the second quarter. Holy Family Catholic now going right to left, GSL left to right. Tanucci in the shotgun as he has been throughout the game. Running back to each side of him. 2 wideouts left, 1 to the right, ball in the right hash. Tanucci takes the waist-high snap, hands it off to Hendler, going right side, finds a little bit of room, cut back lane, spins as he's hit at the 18, up to the 19, and down at the 20-yard line. A pickup of 5 for Hendler. And that'll bring out, the air quote, the punt team for Holy Family Catholic, as it'll be 4th and 10. But remember, Hendler and Tanucci both stay out there, and they are only 8 yards back, really 8-9 yards back from the line of scrimmage are the punters in this spot. And you got to be careful with both Hendler and Tanucci. They line up with a stacked wide receiving set of 3 on the right side, an arrow formation. Now they both set side by side. 8 yards back is Tanucci along with Hendler on this 4th and 10. Tanucci takes the snap. Punt is away. It's a short one, but it's coming to the near side. It's got a little side spin. Nowak knocks it down at the 43 and just falls on it wisely there, as that was the only play he really had at that point after he slipped trying to stop and knock the ball down and maybe pick it up. I'm not sure what, but it'll be 1st and 10 at their own 43 for GSL.
That's just a smart play by Zach Nowak there. Of course, ball took a really weird, awkward hop towards him. He ends up trying to knock it down so it doesn't go past him, and able to immediately fall onto it. That's just a smart heads-up play by the young man.
So it's 1st and 10 at their own 43, going left to right for GSL. They lead by a score of 7-0 after Mitch Jaskowiak had a 35-yard touchdown run. Extra point from Silas up and good. That's the only score of the game so far. 2 wideouts to the right, ball in the right hash. I formation, Jaskowiak, deep man in the eye. Going to hand off, mesh play up the middle. Stifter with it. Nice read. Safety came up. Hendler, big hit on Stifter, but Stifter kept his feet and gets up to the 50-yard line before he's brought down. Pickup of 7.
Man, I've been watching here for the amount of time that GSL's had the ball, and I've been watching some of the linemen here just to see what they're doing out there. And Bennett Leppel, senior this year, captain, he was also a homecoming candidate too for royalty, but just manhandling people out there. I mean, doing a good job staying tight, high and in, and just bulldozing people over. So if you're listening, take a watch with him.
2nd and 3, wishbone backfield, handoff up the middle, cutting it left side, breaking an arm tackle. Jaskowiak gets across the line of scrimmage, and he's up to the 45 for a first down, a pickup of 5 for Mitch Jaskowiak. And another first down as this offense, after having a little bit of issues getting things going early in this game now, Adam, are really starting to click here in this last drive and now this one as well.
Yeah, they maybe have come, to the sideline, change up a little bit of their blocking scheme. They're able to get a man onto whatever defender's in front of them, but also good secondary blocks into that linebacking core.
1st and 10, I formation, 1 wide out each side. Higgins left, Christensen right, ball on the right hash. Nikolajczyk takes the snap, hand off, Jaskowiak right side, breaks an arm tackle, just about. Pete stayed on his feet there. Might have been able to really bust that one, but he's hit and brought down at the 42-yard line for a pickup of 3.
That time it looked as if the white number 4 on the 40 there, maybe he just made the tackle there as he made a little bit of a trip over there. But, yeah, like you said, just one little step there just kind of cost him that run. He could have been gone.
Might have tripped himself up on that one because he got hit and got, I think, a little jostled side to side. Wishbone backfield for GSL in this 2nd and 7. Handoff flag before the play, and I think there's a flinch on the right side of the line by GSL. Or is it on them? Is it on Holy Family? Now they're pointing to the right side. Someone jumped for Holy Family. We shall see. Dead ball foul. It is encroachment on Holy Family Catholic, so it'll make it a 2nd and 1 for GSL. 1.5-ish. 1.5. Puts it at the 36.5-yard line. You get to 35 for a first down. 9:44 and counting left to go. GSL leading by a score of 7-0. Thanks for joining us here on 1310 AM KGLB. Adam Bartles, Adam Dahman with you from Stevens Seminary Stadium. 2 wideouts right, I formation, backfield ball in the right hash. Make a lie check under center, takes a snap, mesh play up the middle, and Stifter held on to it, and he'll fall forward for enough for a first down. Picks up that 1.5 yards they needed, and a first down for GSL.
Able to pick up the first down there. Stifter just fights for it, and even though there was a lot of pressure there by the defense, Holy Family getting into the backfield, right side of the line, just kind of lost their composure a little bit, pushed back into Mikolajczyk, but still able to get the ball to Stifter and pick up a first down.
1st and 10 at the Holy Family 35. Ball in the right hash for GSL. They lead 7-0. One wide out to the right. Single. It's a wing T backfield now for GSL. Going to hand it off Higgins. Coming right, left side with it. Cut back lane at the 35 to the 30. Hit and then down at the 28-yard line for Holy Family Catholic. A pickup of 7 for Higgins as they switch that wing T backfield. So we're seeing a lot of different offensive sets here tonight, Adam, from the Panthers.
Yeah, we definitely have. And again, a good pull by Bennett Leppo there, getting a pulling guard out in front of Higgins there, doing a good job of seeing that guy come across. They let the DN come across, and he just gets into him and pushes him out, really opening up a hole, allowing Higgins to get down the field.
His buddy, his pal,
his
friend.
That's right.
2nd and 3.
Easy, Farley.
That's a good callback. 2nd and 3. Maryland I for GSL. Single wide out to the left. Ball sent to the field. Handoff up the middle. Right side with it. Jaskowiak looking for a cutback lane. Spinning. Oh, he was trying to keep his feet going there, but he's brought down. Good job defensively holding on by Seth Thompson to bring him down. It is enough for a first down up to the 23-yard line. Pickup of 5 for Jaskowiak.
And remember, Jaskowiak is a big boy back there in that backfield for GSL. And, I mean, he just does a fantastic job, too, that if somebody wraps him up, but they're not low enough to really tie the legs up, he keeps that balance out there and is able to possibly get an extra 1-2 yards or break the tackle for that fact and get into the end zone.
I was waiting for him to break the tackle and fly. 1st and 10, and now a timeout can be called here by Holy Family Catholic with 7:57 left to go in the first half. GSL leading 7-0. Timeout. Fire.
This timeout is brought to you by Bergman Interiors, serving the Glencoe, Hutchinson, Waconia, and Winstead areas. Bruce and Deb got you covered with floor coverings, window treatments, cabinets, and Cambria countertops. Call for your free in-home or design studio appointment today.
Appreciate them for sponsoring timeouts all season long.
Appreciate all of our sponsors, of course.
Yes.
If it wasn't for them, we wouldn't be able to do what you and I love to do,
exactly.
Call these games. So, always appreciate all of our sponsors.
Quick scoreboard update. 14-0, New London Spicer leading after 1 over DC. That game on 106.9 KARP on the Glencoe Light and Power scoreboard. And Twins up 2-0 in their game against Kansas City after 1.
Woohoo!
Magic number is 6. Any combination of Twins victories or Cleveland losses will get the Twins that AL Central crown. Looking more and more likely. They won't clinch now at home. They will have to be on the road.
More and more likely, yes.
Things would have to go perfect, I should say, for that to happen.
Yeah, it would.
The Twins would have to win all 3 this weekend, and Cleveland would have to lose all 3 this weekend for the Twins to clinch at home on Sunday.
And Cleveland's playing, who is it again?
Phillies.
And that's a 2-game or 3-game series?
3.
It is a 3. Okay.
I think it's 3.
Okay.
I don't see how it's
the Twins only played them twice, so that's why I was curious.
They played, I think, 2 here, 2 there.
Yeah.
So it ended up being 4.
Yeah.
Anyway, neither here nor there. GSL 1st and 10 at the Holy Family 23-yard line going left to right. One wide out each side, I formation. Jaskowiak dots the I. Mikolajczyk takes the snap. Handoff, Stifter up the middle. Bulldozing his way forward as he lowered his shoulder and knocked two safeties backwards, and he falls down at the 20-yard line to pick up a 3 for Stifter.
Yeah, he hit the safety, and immediately he actually flew back about 1.5 yards there as Stifter bulldozed in him. Like we said, he's a big boy, too, not afraid to get physical out there, and it showed right there.
2nd and 7 for GSL. They lead 7-0 the Glencoe Light and Power scoreboard. Jaskowiak, 35-yard touchdown run. The only points of the game so far. We're going to go with a wing T backfield. Jaskowiak, flanker left side. Higgins to the right side. Stifter the single set back. They'll hand it off to Stifter up the middle. He'll get met at the line, wrapped up, brought down at the 19-yard line, a pickup of 1. Bring up a 3rd and long, but this you have to still assume is probably 4-down territory. Watching Silas in warm-ups, this was about the edge of his range, about 35 yards.
And we know the young man can kick it. I mean, we know he can. It's just the fact that, too, with this wind, too, it's something you don't get to practice for every day.
Wishbone backfield, 3rd and 6 for GSL. Handoff, left side flag.
And I think the entire backfield left a little early. I mean, all 3 running backs, fullback as well, and 2 halfbacks, all just kind of left at the exact same time before Mikolajczyk even had the snap.
So it'll be 3rd and 11 as that'll back GSL up now to the 24-yard line. Ball in the right hash as well. The wind is a southeast, so it's coming from the far side, far corner of the end zone as we're looking out to the south and east. That's where the wind is coming from. So it is a cross breeze and a little bit in if they do try and kick or throw in this situation. 6:35 and counting left to go in the first half.
Got 8 seconds left in the play clock.
I formation backfield, 2 wideouts left. They come to a set with 4. They hand it off, left side mesh play. Stifter with it, gets forward up to the 21 before he gets stood up and slung back. So a pickup of 2 for GSL here. And I'm not seeing any signals towards Damian Silas.
Here it is.
Here they come. Silas on for a field goal. We'll see they spot it here. Going to be looking at close to a 40-yarder. Probably 38, 39.
You know, you got the young man that can kick. I mean, you might as well let him try it. I'm actually very impressed here that Coach Chimpley has decided to utilize him here in this situation.
So it's going to be a 40-yarder from the right hash for Silas. Snap is there. Spot is down. Kick is away. Good. End-over-end rotation. Will it get there? Oh! Yes! 40-yarder from Damian Silas is up and good. And GSL extends their lead to 10-0 with 5:33 left to go on the Glencoe Light and Power scoreboard. You're listening to Panther Football on KGLB.
Hutchinson Health is proud to offer urgent care 7 days a week for athletic and sports injuries, as well as
I wasn't sure if it got over or not.
It had the air time.
Yeah.
You know.
More at hutchhealth.com. Hutchinson Health regular clinic hours are Monday through Friday, 8 till 5.
For over 90 years, Harpo Brothers Chevrolet and Buick in Glencoe has worked hard to provide the area with high-quality vehicles at affordable prices. View their entire new and pre-owned inventory online at harpobrothers.com. Your dealer by choice for generations. It's Harpo Brothers Chevrolet and Buick in Glencoe.
40-yard field goal from Damian Silas into a cross breeze and a little bit of the wind.
It was up and up.
Yeah, it was good end-over-end rotation.
And it just snuck over.
And we think it snuck over. Oh, it's water break. Okay. I was trying to figure out. They did signal it was good, and that one was good from 40. Once it's been good from 41.
Yeah, I mean, literally. I mean, it fell right behind the crossbars. So great job by the young man. I mean, we don't get to see him a lot. So when you get an opportunity like that, too, I mean, he wants to capitalize. And, hey, he put a big smile on that coaching staff and his team.
He was pretty happy. You could see he was very animated after making that kick. So that drive just went 30 yards, took 5 minutes off the clock, but GSL does end up with points, and it's a 10-0 lead now in favor of GSL. Coming up, we'll have your Sanken Seed kickoff. Kickoff every season and every spring with Sanken Seeds.
Appreciate them. You got the Sankens, Bud, Whitey, Mark. You got them over there helping out with a new sponsorship this year, so thank you to them for that. And, yeah, hey, if you're looking for some seed options, Head on over to St. Seed.
You know a guy?
I know a guy.
You know a guy?
I know a guy. I know 3 of them over there.
3?
Yeah.
Did you just name all of them that you
I
knew?
did. It's father sons.
Jeez. Sons. Silas to kick it off. He'll be going left to right this time into that breeze he just kicked it into to make that 40-yarder from the right hash. It should be mentioned that it was probably about the longest distance he had potentially on the entire kick was from the right hash to just get over the crossbar. He'll kick it off now going left to right. Back to receive is Fodre. He's the deepest man back at his own 5. Silas digs his toes in. He's ready for the kickoff. Runs up from the 29-yard line. High steps to 30. Now the kick is away. It's a good end-over-end boot. The wind will check this one up. It's caught at the 5 at the middle of the field. Fowdry cuts it to the near side. Following his blockers, gets across the 20 block. In the back coming on Holy Family. Fowdry gets up to the 25, but it will be backed up due to the block in the back. On the fire, I'm going to guess, as we saw it clear as day. It was right in front of the official on the edge. And that'll back up Holy Family on this drive, so they'll start a little deeper in their territories. The clock is rolling right now. No one is paying attention. Clock. Clock's still going. Clock is going. 4:55 is where it finally got stopped.
Couple of rookies up here tonight, huh?
Yeah. Anyway, be 1st and 10 at their own 15 for Holy Family Catholic.
Tick.
Ball on the left hash. 2 wideouts to the right. Double tight end set now with a single running back. Hendler to the right of the quarterback, Tanucci. Ball on the left hash. 1st and 10 at their own 15. Low snap. Tanucci will pick it up, and he's going to get smoked on that play and knocked down immediately. And I said his name a couple times tonight, and that's Brent Lipke. And let's say that's a sack. Why not? We haven't said that all season. Let's get to it.
Of course, with that sack is another $20 from Pro Auto and Transmission of Glencoe for a grand total of $20.
We needed to get their name in.
Yes, we did.
They were getting angry at us. 2nd and 15. As Tanucci goes back into the huddle. And that was a low snap. We haven't seen many. Their snaps have been pretty clean throughout the night tonight. That's the first bad one we've seen from Holy Family. 2 wideouts to the right. Handler to the right of the quarterback, Tanucci. And now timeout. Yep. Timeout. Holy Family Catholic with 4:08 left to go. 10-0. The lead in favor of GSL over Holy Family on the Glencoe Light and Power scoreboard. Timeout. Fire.
This timeout is brought to you by Bruce and Deb of Bergman's Interiors, serving the Glencoe, Hutchinson, Waconia, and Winstead areas. The decorating store at your door. Great people, great products, great service. We got you covered.
And, of course, Bruce and Deb always good to, well, Bruce especially, good to chat a little football with.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you know, if you're ever looking to do some upgrades to the house there.
Boy, that's some good stuff.
You know, or if you've got a massive conversion van that you're looking for some new shades in the back, head on over to Bergman Interiors, you know. They got everything.
They got Cambria countertops?
Cambria countertops if you want to really spice up that van.
Oh, man, you want to look fancy. You want to host a party, my friend. You get some Cambria countertops.
Yeah.
And you can invite everyone over.
Oh, man. I don't think anyone's ever really seen granite countertops in a conversion van. So
well, you know, that's the difference.
Be kind of cool.
You got to think outside the box to get people
to
get in on these things. Maybe you can do it for the World Series viewing party you want to have.
There you go.
Might as well be aggressive with your dreams. Why not? 2 wideouts to the right. Shotgun. Now they're just going with a single back in the backfield. Handler to the right of the quarterback, Tanucci, on the 2nd and 15. Tanucci takes the snap, hands it off. Handler up the middle, tries to cut it back right side. Not much found there. A lot of black jerseys is what he finds. He does get up to the 11, maybe 12-yard line. We'll call it a pickup of 2 for Handler, and that'll bring up a 3rd down and 13 for Holy Family Catholic.
Good job by the GSL defense, staying very tough and physical up there in the trenches, right up on the defensive line. Doing a good job breaking through them those blocks and getting in there for the tackle.
So to bring up now a 3rd and 13 for Holy Family. Going right to left. 3:35 and counting left to go. 10-0 lead in favor of GSL over Holy Family. Clock ticking. Got to figure if this is a run play, GSL may burn a timeout here after this play, Adam.
Yeah, I would think they would.
Shotgun 3 wide, 2 right, 1 left, and delay a game coming. And that's the first one we've seen. GSL had one almost happen to them. They had to burn a timeout in the first half of week 1. But that's the first time we've seen that really come into play this year with that new 40-second play clock and delay a game against Holy Family.
I might get called back here. I think the line judge said that he did get a timeout in.
Oh, so a timeout was called? Yep, it is signaled as a timeout towards Holy Family. So a timeout given to Holy Family. 3:21 left to go in the first half. GSL up 10-0. Timeout, Holy Family.
This timeout is brought to you by Bruce and Deb of Bergman's Interiors, serving the Glencoe, Hutchinson, Waconia, and Winstead areas. Celebrating over 41 years of service, quality, and value. Call for your free in-home or design studio appointment today.
Just trying to send scores back and forth with our friend Josh Monahan, who's doing the DC New London Spicer game on the Glencoe Light and Power scoreboard. 20-0. New London Spicer leading over DC with 9:11 left to go in the first half.
Interesting.
Big game in this East Central South Division.
And, of course, we were talking about how we thought there was a delay of game penalty, but the coaching staff for Holy Family came rushing out, too, and looking at the side judge and said he called the timeout for us. It should not be a penalty, and they did end up granting them the timeout over the penalty.
Hutch up 30-0 in their game tonight, and they're in the first still.
Wow.
At least from my last update. Shotgun, 2 running backs, 1 to each side of the quarterback. Tanucci takes the waist-high snap, looking to pass Stamp, throw in the middle, caught for not enough for a first down yet, up to the 20, and then Bauer tried to make a little extra happen there on that inside route, got across the 20 up to the 21, pickup of 9, but it'll bring up 4th down.
A little bit of a zone defense again for GSL, dropping back into coverage, and Holy Family just finding a way to get underneath that coverage, and they're going to actually hurry up here.
I'm wondering why GSL's not using a timeout now. Clock's running. 19 on the play clock. It'll be down to 2:45 or so. Tanucci comes back. Handler is next to him. Tanucci is the punter as well. He's in his little bit deeper stance on this 4th down play. Takes snap. No, going to hand it off to Handler. Handler trying to go right side with it, getting stretched out. There is nothing happening. He is tackled for a loss. What a play defensively by Zach Moore for GSL to snuff him on the 4th down play.
Yeah, good job there just sniffing that one out, but also that's what it comes down to on special teams, right? Making your key read out there, making sure you have your guy in the sight, and making sure you continue to follow him wherever he goes. Great job by the defense there, making that read, sniffing it out, and making a tackle for loss even. And now GSL in great field position here before the end of the half.
At the Holy Family 18-yard line. I'm very perplexed why they went for it there, Adam.
Yeah, I'm
especially just give GSL some yardage to try and travel here. Now they're at the 18. Wishbone backfield. We know GSL knows how to bleed a clock out of a game if they need to. Wishbone backfield handoff. Jaskowiak right side. Look for a cutback trip. Tanucci with the tackle. No gain. In fact, a loss of 1 for Jaskowiak on the play.
Yeah, Tanucci there just shooting right past the defense or the offensive line, able to get in there and make a tackle for loss on Jaskowiak.
So bring up 2nd and 11 for GSL. 2:25 and counting left to go. First half. GSL up 10-0. Jaskowiak, 35-yard touchdown run, and a Damian Silas 40-yard field goal from the right hash. Single wide out, Higgins to the right. Maryland I formation for GSL. Mikolajczyk takes a snap, hand off right side with it. Jaskowiak breaks the first arm tackle, met by a couple of Fire players, keeps his legs driving, and whistle blows to play dead as he was being picked up by an offensive lineman and spun around, and the officials blow it dead at that point, so he got up to the 16-yard line, pickup of 3.
He's a fighter. He works hard out there, Jaskowiak, constantly feet moving. Even though he didn't really go down, I mean, still, you kind of come to a dead motion. You're not moving anywhere, so the officials blow it dead. But he still was working after the whistle even.
No timeouts left for Holy Family. GSL does have all 3 left, 3rd and 8. Wishbone backfield. Hard count. Got him to move. 3. White jerseys flinch. Now a left tackle flinch, but that was after the 3 defenders jumped. So now instead of a 3rd and 8, it'll be 3rd and 3 for GSL. We haven't seen enough of that hard count for my liking this year, Adam.
To be honest with you, I mean, I think that might be the first time we've even seen it from GSL this year. And you know, sometimes they're pretty notorious for doing that kind of stuff. But here, GSL doing a good job of really holding tight, making sure that they don't jump offside first.
3rd and 3, Wishbone backfield at the Holy Family 11-yard line. Handoff, left side, Higgins with it, finds a gap. He's through to the 5, driving forward. He'll be stopped by Tanucci. Just shy of the goal line, a pickup of 10 for Higgins, and that'll bring up 1st and goal for GSL with 1:18 left to go. And they have all 3 timeouts. They got 1:15. They could bleed this clock right on out and get the ball first in the second half as well. They could turn this into the old, what the Patriots like to do, that old 2-for-1.
Yeah, and GSL just doing a good job there, working back and forth between Jaskowiak and Higgins. And Higgins just does a good job there. When he gets the ball, he's so quick to the hole, able to leap over his blockers there, and still fighting hard trying to get into that end zone.
1st and goal at the 1, 45 seconds on the game clock in the first half. Wishbone backfield, handoff Higgins. Higgins trying to find room left side.
Oh, right at the
Will
goal
got
line.
stuffed just at the half-yard line. Clock rolling, 37 seconds left to go. No gain for Will Higgins. Clock rolling. GSL does have all 3 timeouts. Mikolajczyk, this is a spot where, okay, 2nd and goal. Sprint up to the line. Wishbone backfield, 20 on the game clock. In the first half, turn, handoff, right side, Jaskowiak, in, touchdown, GSL. Jaskowiak, a 1-yard touchdown run. Right side with it this time, in his 7th rushing touchdown of the season.
GSL just hurrying back in there. They had 23 seconds left in the clock, but just wanted to get in there just in case they got stuffed again and able to run another play if need be or call a quick timeout. But Jaskowiak, the man-child, able to get in there very physically through the line and in for the end zone for 6. And, of course, with that touchdown means another $20 from Core Trust Bank to the Panther Booster Association for a grand total of $240.
Silas on for the extra point. Schwartz to hold. Low snap. Able to get it on the tee. Kick is up from Silas, and that one is powered through. Up and good. 16 seconds left to go in the first half on the Glencoe Light and Power scoreboard. It now reads GSL 17, Holy Family 0.
Dairy Queen in Glencoe invites you in for a great meal or tasty treat every day of the week. Try their delicious Blizzard of the Month, a full line of Brazier foods, meal combos, and more. And don't forget a delicious DQ cake just right for any special occasion. It's all at Dairy Queen in Glencoe.
Why not use this
Lakes Gas
timeout? Like right down to 20. Call the timeout. Take your time.
To heat your home, for your stove or grill, your water heater, and more, check first with Lakes Gas. Call or stop by Lakes Gas Company, located right off Highway 7 in Silver Lake, your #1 local source for propane.
18-yard drive, takes 5 plays, ends with a 1-yard touchdown run by Mitch Jaskowiak, his 2nd rushing touchdown of the evening. The extra point from Silas up and good, took 2:30 off the clock, and GSL now up 17-0. They lead over Holy Family Catholic. Trying for a happy homecoming after last year when Holy Family came in here and, silenced a lot of the Panther faithful, and tonight they're having a lot of reasons to cheer at them.
Absolutely. A ton of reasons to cheer as they continue to find a way to work the ball down. You know, we saw it last week, especially in the second half. Very methodical runs, but GSL here so far tonight continuing to work hard and get themselves into that end zone.
Time for another Sankin Seed and Brownton kickoff. Silas to kick it off left to right. Foundry, the deep man, back at his own 3. Silas, the high step, the kick. It is good. End over end. Power kick, far side. It'll be caught at the 6. Running to the middle of the field at the 10 to the 15. At the 20 is where he's met by 1, 2, 3. Is that 4 Panther tacklers all in the same spot?
I believe
Brought
so.
down at the 21-yard line with 9 seconds left to go. Holy Family Catholic will have the ball 1st and 10 at their own 21.
9.7 seconds left here on the clock for Holy Family.
No timeouts.
No timeouts. And, I mean, defensively here for GSL, you still got to make sure you watch the run up the middle, of course, or anything around the sides with their quarterback. But at the same time, you can see they've dropped back the cornerbacks.
Schwartz, and
they're putting some speedy
Brzezinski.
guys out there. Well, they took Higgins out, too, to give him kind of a rest.
Shotgun, 3 wide, 2 left, 1 right, running back to each side of the quarterback, Tanucci. He'll hand it off, trying to go right side, his legs firing. Hey, guess who's in the backfield making another play here tonight? Brent Lipke. Boy, putting his name out there, putting his name on tape. It's a loss of 7, and that will do it for the first half of action. GSL will take a 17-0 lead to the half here at Stevens Seminary Stadium over Holy Family Catholic. We'll take a 3-minute timeout. We'll come back. Halftime report and stats brought to you by Gutter Helmet of Minnesota. We're back in 3 minutes here on KGLB.
Never clean your gutters again. With Gutter Helmet, you will find we do the job you want to give you peace of mind.
Never clean your gutters with Gutter Helmet. Gutter Helmet is the #1 gutter protection system in the world. Couple your gutter helmet with the Glencoe Fascia gutter protection system and Sunesta awnings for complete protection. Go with Gutter Helmet, Sunesta, and Glencoe.
Never clean your gutters again. Gutter Helmet, guaranteed for life.
The new Snap Fitness can help you reach your fitness goals faster. With new technology, new workouts, a new functional fitness zone equipped with the latest to challenge you. All you have to do is bring it.
Low prices and great selection are what you'll find every day at Coburn Superstore. The freshest produce, freshest meat, a complete line of frozen items, a full-service pharmacy, deli, and convenience store are all available at Coburn's. It's all at Coburn Superstore on 11th Street in Glencoe.
Feel your best with a stop at Pure Life Chiropractic and Wellness Center in Glencoe. Hi, this is Dr. Nick Johnson. I offer full chiropractic services along with Dr. Jordan Carstensen. Visit PureLifeGlencoe.com to find out more. That's Pure Life Chiropractic and Wellness Center on 10th Street in Glencoe.
Larson Automotive LLC of Glencoe specializes in tune-ups and engine and transmission repair on all auto and light trucks. Larson Automotive LLC of Glencoe.
Whether it's your first home or your next, call the experts at Priority One Metro West Realty of Glencoe. Brian O'Donnell and crew have been helping customers buy and sell their homes and properties for years. When it comes to real estate, go with the experts at Priority One Metro West Realty in Glencoe.
Kick off every farming season with local Golden Harvest Seed Advisors, Sanken Seeds in Brownton. When the work gets tough and the days stretch on, you can count on Golden Harvest to deliver. Contact Bud, Whitey, or Mark Sanken of Sanken Seeds in Brownton to learn more about how Golden Harvest can help your operation.
Get your car or truck looking like new with a stop at Glencoe Collision Center. Eric Maytag and his crew specialize in collision and auto body dent repair, accessories, glass. They offer free estimates and work with all insurance companies. Trust the experts at Glencoe Collision Center.
For reliable comfort year-round, go with the Heritage family of heat pumps from American Standard and Mueller Sales and Service in Glencoe. Heritage heat pumps warm your home in the winter and cool it in the summer. For complete sales, installation, and service, visit Mueller Sales and Service in Glencoe.
How often do you think about your bank? Not very often, right? We understand. Core Trust Mobile Banking makes it easy to check balances, pay bills, deposit checks, and manage your debit and credit card spending. You can even pay with just a tap of your phone. Cutting-edge technology. When you think about it, your locally owned community bank is right there in your hand. Visit CoreTrustBank.com today.
Member FDIC.
Homecoming royalty being introduced here at the half, 17-0. GSL leading over Holy Family Catholic. Adam Bartles, Adam Dahman with you here. And boy, it's been a good matchup so far for GSL. Let's give you a rundown on how the first half went. Started with 2 turnovers by Holy Family, but actually their interception returned by Reese Schwartz to the Holy Family 32. But then on the first play, the hot, humid night comes into play, a fumble on the snap. And Holy Family gets it back. They would drive the ball a little bit of the ways down the field, but then interception by Will Higgins. We'll get GSL the ball back, a 3-and-out for the Panthers, another 3-and-out for Holy Family. Panthers get it back at their own 43-yard line in 6 plays, 57 yards, and they're into the end zone. A 35-yard touchdown run by Mitch Siskowiak, and the extra point from Silas up and good makes it 7-0. Took 2:57 off the clock to that drive. Then Holy Family goes 3-and-out. GSL gets it at their own 43 again. This time the drive stalls out just right by the red zone. So they send out Damian Silas for a 40-yard field goal from the right hash into the breeze, and that thing drops beautifully just across the crossbar and good, making it a 10-0 lead in favor of GSL. It took 5:40 off the clock to that drive, and Holy Family Catholic would turn the ball over on downs, trying to go for it on 4th down, 4th and 3 from their own 20. Try and go for it. Play gets stretched out. Nice tackle, and GSL gets the ball at the Holy Family 18-yard line with 2:46 left to go in the first half. A big moment in that game was Holy Family going for it there because that set up GSL in such great field position. They even forced GSL to use any of their timeouts then in the first half either.
No, I mean, it did. It absolutely set them up, allowed them to have great field position and work their way down, especially with time expiring like that. I'm not sure of what the strategy and thinking was of what Holy Family was looking at doing. I mean, you kind of had the thought process that they would want to get them down the field as far as they could and make them use the timeouts, especially if you can hold them.
And that's the big thing. I mean, I was just surprised they went for it in that spot because you'd rather, like you were just saying, that you just want to have the make GSL go the length of the field in that spot.
Yeah. I mean, you definitely want to try to make them work for it a little bit. But now, I mean, you served it up on a silver platter.
Yeah.
So you got to find a way, too, to try to keep your team into this game. I mean, especially since it
was only 10-0.
Right, exactly. You're not out of the game yet, especially when you go into halftime and make the adjustments that you need. But instead, what you decided to do was absolutely just give it back to them and give them a great field position.
And the thing that really, it was just confusing for me because it's only a 10-0 game. Plus, GSL is going to get the ball first in the second half. Them going for it in that spot just seemed it was an interesting decision on their end of things.
Yeah.
The best way I can phrase it.
It was. And I understand, too, your train of thought maybe. You've only got 2 to 3 yards to go to get the first down, and you thought possibly that we could maybe sneak it past them, but
in their modified shotgun, they're back 8 yards behind the line of scrimmage instead of the normal 5 or 4.
And that's just it, too. I mean, and the thing is, too, I get you're trying to run it, too, but you're back that far now, too, being in the shotgun. Now you try to sweep it out there. Well, GSL's ready. I mean, and I'm sure the staff always said here, the coaching staff looked at him and said, hey, watch a fake. You just never know, especially if they've tried to do it before and it's been on film. Well, now you really know they're not afraid to run it. So interesting selection of play there by Holy Family, but it didn't work out for him, and GSL does a great job of capitalizing on it.
They make them pay 5 plays, 18 yards, take 2:30 off the clock. They get in the end zone, a 1-yard touchdown run from Mitch Skoyak, his second rushing touchdown of the evening. Extra point from Silas up and good. And that would do it for the first half of action, 17-0. GSL leading over Holy Family Catholic. Let's take a look at some of those numbers. Those stats brought to you by Gutter Helmet of Minnesota for GSL in the first half. Well, Mikolajczyk, he's keeping that pitch count low on the arm. He's no passes attempted yet so far in this game. No passing attempts. 13 carries from Mitch Skoyak for 68 yards and 2 touchdowns for him. Will Higgins with 4 carries for 23 yards. Jacob Stifter, 5 carries for 15 yards. Mikolajczyk, the air quote 2 carries, won the fumble for 6 yards in the game. One thing of note that we should mention is Will Higgins was being looked at. Not sure if he got like a cut on the right side of his face, or one of the sides of his face at the half.
As I say, Trainer just walked back here now too, but she's going into her bag trying to maybe get some things. But yeah, it just seemed like he had an ice pack on his right cheek. And was maybe just took a hand or finger in between the face mask there, and it happens, or maybe like you said, maybe it was just he even got cut a little bit too. So they'll take a look at it. I'm sure we'll see him back out there no matter what.
He got hit hard at that goal line, so that might be where that came from. On the Holy Family Catholic side, Nate Tanucci is 1 of 4 passing, 2 interceptions for 9 yards. Chris Bauer with that only reception. Rush-wise for them, Nick Hendler with 8 carries for 16 yards. Jacob Lensmeyer with 6 carries for 11 yards, and Nate Tanucci with 4 carries for 9 yards. The defense has absolutely stifled any offensive. Here we go. Let's get the pun meter out. They've extinguished the fire offense to this juncture of the game.
Well, I like what you did there.
Yeah, see what I did there?
But, GSL has definitely won the battle of being more physical when their defense is definitely out on the field. I mean, they have absolutely crushed the Fire and doing really anything. I mean, yes, we've seen some runs from the Fire. They've been able to move the ball
early in the game, yeah.
Earlier in the game, but yeah, I mean, it's really fizzled out here. Another one right there. Fire fizzling out.
Fizzle.
But I mean, it is. It just really has gone down here for Holy Family, and GSL continues to just do a great job. We've seen Holy Family liking to throw a couple of passes out there, but they just don't have an arm behind Tanucci there either.
Yeah, Tanucci's not the same as what Jacob Zay was last year. You could
definitely
throw some dimes if you need to.
And I mean, GSL's capitalized on that too, staying back, staying able to really make the read and get some big interceptions.
17-0 lead in favor of GSL at the half. We'll take a 3-minute timeout. We'll come back, take a look at what happened last week in the section and in the East Central South Division. give you a rundown of what happened, and also give you an update of what's going on tonight around the area. We'll take a 3-minute timeout. Panthers lead 17-0 back in 3 minutes on KGLB.
Save money with energy conservation tips and rebates through the Glencoe Light and Power Commission. Whether you are planning to purchase Energy Star appliances or products, switch to LED holiday lights, or simply want your home, farm, or business to operate more energy efficiently, Glencoe Light and Power Commission is in your corner, working to ensure your needs are met while saving you money. Visit GlencoeLightandPower.com to learn more. Proud to serve you and to support our local schools and students, it's the Glencoe Light and Power Commission, a leader in renewable energy and energy conservation.
Bum's Family Restaurant in Glencoe offers daily breakfast, lunch, and dinner specials. And don't forget about their famous beef commercial, rated the best beef commercial in the state by WCCO TV. Bum's Family Restaurant in Glencoe, where made from scratch is their recipe.
At Factory Direct Furniture, they guarantee you will pay less. Choose your style from in-stock or custom order from hundreds of fabrics and leathers. Over 150 recliners in stock and over 40 mattresses on display, all at guaranteed lowest prices. Factory Direct Furniture, Highway 7 east of Hutchinson. Call 587-SAVE.
Get name brand floor coverings and window treatments direct from the mill to you with Bergman Interiors. They're the decorating store at your doors, serving customers for generations. They've got you covered. Bergman Interiors in Glencoe, Hutchinson, and Waconia.
If it can be built, make one call to Steve Shower & Sons Construction between Glencoe and Silver Lake. They specialize in cement work, pole barns, reclads, new construction, houses, and remodeling. They have many satisfied customers throughout the area. Call Steve Shower & Sons Construction today.
Your home of the Whopper is at Burger King in Glencoe. The Whopper is a quarter pound of savory fire-grilled beef topped with juicy tomatoes, fresh-cut lettuce, mayo, crunchy pickles, and onions on a sesame seed bun. Order with fries or onion rings and a fountain drink to make it a meal. Treat your family with a stop at Burger King in Glencoe.
Hello, this is Dr. Sean Knorr, your local dentist and owner of Forever Smiles Dental Office in Glencoe. We would love to take care of all of your family's dental needs. Young and old, we are creating beautiful smiles for life. Come see how we can help you. And as always, go Panthers.
Life is full of challenges that require flexibility, adapting to new conditions, adopting new strategies, and acquiring new skills. With Security Bank and Trust Company, you'll gain a trusted partner with 13 convenient locations, over 80 years experience, and financing as flexible as your needs. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
It's not just a car, it's the car you've worked overtime for, so your team could drive himself to football practice. State Farm agent Larry Anderson understands that your car and home are things you really work hard for, so give them the protection they deserve. Call State Farm agent Larry Anderson in Glencoe today.
Hutchinson Health, affiliated with Health Partners, is proud to offer urgent care for athletic and sports injuries,
Remember that
as
one
well
year?
as general health issues. Accidents happen. It could be a sprained wrist, a cut lip, sports injury, or twisted knee. It's not serious enough for the ER, but you don't want to wait for an appointment. Hutchinson Health's newly remodeled urgent care hours are 8 a.m. to 7 p.m., 7 days a week. Find out more at hutchhealth.com. Hutchinson Health regular clinic hours are Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m.
Welcome back, everyone. Stevens Seminary Stadium, 17-0 lead in favor of GSL. Let's get you a quick rundown on what happened last week in the East Central South Division. Take a look at that scoreboard brought to you by Glencoe Light and Power. From last week, of course, GSL with that 21-14 win over Litchfield. DC was victorious last week over Princeton by a score of 20-14. New London Spicer victorious over Watertown Mayor 55-13, and it was Annandale defeating Holy Family by a score of 26-12. Other game that's going on tonight now, of course, we've mentioned the DC New London Spicer. Interesting tidbit on that one. It's 20-0 in favor of New London Spicer at the half. DC had one first down in the first half of that game tonight.
Yeah, that's something I think you and I both did not expect because we know how good DC is. But, yeah, I mean, New London Spicer, no joke as well.
We've been there and we'll be there shortly.
That's right. And yeah, I mean, they're finding a way to really contain that potent offense from DC there. And we knew it was going to be a good game. You know, but I don't think we thought maybe it'd be this lopsided right away.
Of course, if you want to listen to that, that's on 106.9 KARP. Speaking of which, we'll be on KARP next week when GSL goes on the road to take on DC. Yes, next week for that one. Other games tonight in the conference, if you want to call it that. Watertown Mayor's on the road at Litchfield, and Annandale is at Little Falls. Other scores from Section 2 AAA from last week, of course, DC, GSL, Watertown Mayor, and Holy Family are all in the same section. We already gave you those four results. Other results from those teams. Rockford's in the section. They lost to Pierce 40-0. Marshall snuck by Belle Plaine 68-0, and Providence Academy falls by 1 point to Mount West Tonka by a score of 21-20. Those are the games that were those were last week, so now that sets up the section. Only has one undefeated team, is DC 3-0. GSL, they're the only 2-1 team.
Yes.
And then you got a couple of 1-2 teams.
Yep.
And 4 0-2 teams in the section. Providence Academy is 1-2, and who's the other 1-2 team that I'm blanking on off the top of my head? I don't have the
Litchfield.
Litchfield. No, Litchfield's 0-3.
Okay. Oh yeah, you're right.
Who's the other? Oh, Rockford. They beat Watertown Mayor week 1. Those are your 2 teams with 1 win. Everyone else 0-4 in the section.
You know, and you look at what the section has been in the past. I mean, usually it's a little bit more top-heavy or middle-heavy, if anything. But now you really see more of everything from middle down. What you explained just there. So, yeah, I mean, it's going to be very interesting. And we talked about in the beginning of this game, and this was a huge game for GSL when you look at implications for getting seeding in that section playoff. So, I mean, you got to maintain what you've got going here right now and definitely win this game.
And we've mentioned, of course, we got this one. We got DC New London, Watertown Mayors at Litchfield. Howard Lake Waverly Winstead, they're at Rockford tonight. Sibley East is at Belle Plaine. They were up 14-8 with Sibley East against Belle Plaine. And SMB is at Providence Academy tonight. I do not hold my breath for Providence Academy's opportunities and or chances in that game tonight because SMB is one real good team. Quick score update once again: 20-0. New London Spicer leading over DC there at the half. That game on Hit 106 KARP. Josh Monahan on the call on that one. Unofficially, DC's got 30 yards of total offense in the first half. Not what you'd expect. GSL will have the ball first in the second half. You're leading 17-0. A big second half. Now remember, head-to-head matchups are the first tiebreaker in sections. So if GSL wins here tonight against Holy Family, that all but guarantees they're going to be higher seed than Holy Family when it comes end of the season.
Right.
When it comes to that section seeding, because even if they have the same record, this head-to-head will override it. GSL, that's why these 4 weeks, when we talked about it after the Albany game, these 4 weeks were the big weeks for GSL. Next week at DC.
And that's a big week, too. I mean, it really is. I mean, granted, they're doing a good job here so far tonight. You got to get this win, but you got a big game next week, too, that you really want that win.
Kicking it off is Carver Casper. It is St. Conceit's kickoff right to left. It's caught back at the 8-yard line, taken to the near side of the 15. Higgins tripped at the 20, stays on his feet, drives forward across the 25 and brought down there, and a flag coming in late on the play. As Will Higgins with a good return out to the 25. We'll see if it stands. Yeah, it's going to back him up. Holding, or block in the back on GSL. So it'll be a longer field here going left to right as we get ready for the second half of action. Telling fans to stay off the railing. I wonder. Bob Green. Tell them to stay off the railing. Those kids.
Unless you're in the student section.
Then you're fine. So they're cool. Everyone else, back it up. Wing T backfield for GSL for the first play of the second half. Stiffer to the single setback. They're going to hand it off. Jaskowiak coming around right side. He's got a pulling guard in front of him. Oh, hitting the legs at the 15. Dives forward up to the 20-yard line and a pickup of 5. Maybe make it 6 on the play for Jaskowiak.
We're going to have an injured Holy Family player here on the play. But also, just to talk a little bit about that play there, I mean, again, like you mentioned, a pulling guard. You got Bennett Leppel out there again leading the charge, doing a good job of really getting that block to get that guy outside more, allowing some more room for the running backs to really get around the edge there and try to work up the field. So great job by Bennett Leppel here tonight. We've seen him pull a couple of times, but also just having some major pancake blocks.
And this is a big injury potentially here for Holy Family. Remember, they play 8 players both offensively and defensively, so if they lose anybody, and they do not have a deep bench over there, as we've looked throughout this game, there's not many players that travel. They maybe have 15 max that are on the sidelines, even when they have the 11 out on the field, 15, 16, roughly. Player down on the field, timeout on the field, and this one might be a while as he is slamming his head backwards on the field. This may not be good for Holy Family Timeout on the field. We'll take one as well. Back in 60 seconds here in KGLB.
My Own Body Shop in Glencoe offers complete auto body repairs, well as free estimates, insurance work, glass replacement, quality work, restoration, custom painting, and pinstriping. Call Corey Popelka at My Own Body Shop today to schedule your appointment, 320-864-4964.
Life takes you places. Core Trust provides you with the tools you need for your financial success. When you're ready to take the next step, Core Trust will be here. Visit CoreTrustBank.com today.
Member FDIC.
Ashley Furniture Home Store, the #1 brand of furniture in America. From rustic farmhouse to contemporary living to big family spaces. Find your style at any budget at Ashley Furniture Home Store, right off Highway 15 South in Hutchinson, next to Best Buy and Target. Call 587-HOME, Ashley Home Store. This is home.
Next to your home, your car is your biggest investment. Don't settle for less. Go with Rick and the experts at Pro Auto Glencoe. They're a full-service auto and light truck repair facility that can handle jobs in all makes and models from the simple to complex. See the pros at Pro Auto Glencoe.
Back to action. Just breaks a run right side, gets it across the 30 to the 40, and knocked out of bounds at the 45-yard line. A pickup of 25 for Jaskowiak for GSL. It was Thomas Geyer hurt on the play. Did not put any pressure on that left foot as he left the field, but it is a first down for GSL in the first play. Back to action.
Yeah, good job by Jaskowiak there. Jaskowiak doing a good job of following his lead blockers, but then also just breaking a couple of tackles again to get a good run there for GSL.
Wing T backfield. Jaskowiak left side, Higgins right side. Single setback Stifter. They'll hand it off. Going around left side, Higgins with it across the 45. Brought down to the 49. Pickup of 4 for Higgins with it. Going left side. Nice pickup. Brings up 2nd and 6.
A lot of, I'm going to call it a little equality here tonight so far between the running backs, both the halfbacks, I should say, with Will Higgins as well as Jaskowiak. We've seen Stifter involved very well, too, here tonight. But right now, GSL doing a good job of really utilizing both halfbacks here, running both side to side, and making some really good runs out of it.
17-0 lead in favor of GSL. Wing T backfield once again. Single wide out to left. Ball center of the field. Going to hand it off. Coming around right side with it. Here's Jaskowiak. Steps away from a tackler at midfield and brought down. Nice ankle tackle to tackle him. Just shy of a first down on that play by Faudre. And a pickup of 5. We'll call it for Jaskowiak. Will bring up a 3rd and 1.
Jaskowiak doing a really good job seeing where he's got to run with the ball and try to cut it upfield, but notices that it collapses really quickly, makes a real sharp cutback, and works his way back to where he came from and makes a good run there out of something that could have been busted up.
3rd and 1 and change. Wishbone backfield. Handoff left side. Higgins with it. He finds a gap. Gets the first down. Met brought down at the 43-yard line, but he picks up 3 and a first down for GSL.
And like you mentioned during that injury timeout, too, that's tough when Holy Family loses a guy like that because they do have 8 guys that are going both ways here for them. So GSL has the mentality here, too, that we're going to continue to run the ball, wear them out, making sure that we constantly keep battering on them, and hopefully that's going to make them fall in the long run.
1st and 10. Ball in the left hash at the Holy Family 43-yard line. Ball in the left hash. Mikolajczyk takes a snap handoff. Left side with it. Higgins met in the backfield. Stutter steps around one defender, falls forward for a pickup of 1 as he got brought down. And good job defensively there by Holy Family. They had 2 guys waiting for Higgins when he got that handoff.
Yeah, Holy Family did their homework on that play there, doing a good job of sitting there, waiting for him, and Higgins there just couldn't evade anybody or couldn't really get out of it.
Brings up 2nd and 9. The humidity is really set in as the wind is still going a little bit. Died down, but it's still going. The flag is flapping in that southwest end zone. Wing T backfield, handoff, left side, Higgins with it, gets it across the 40, still on his feet, driving, and then finally brought down at the 36-yard line. Nice pickup of 6. Actually, they're going to spot at the 37, so pick up a 5 for Higgins, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 4. So 3rd and 4 at the left hash for GSL at the Holy Family 37-yard line, and this you have to assume is 4-down territory for the Panthers, Adam. Wishbone backfield. Stifter the fullback, Higgins and Jaskowiak, the deep guys. They'll hand it off left side, Higgins with it, and he'll get to the 35-yard line before he gets stopped there. A pickup of 2, and that'll bring up a 4th and 2. And now, Adam, I'm seeing something happen here. A couple defensive linemen I'm seeing for Holy Family are just diving at the ankles.
Yeah, they're definitely just trying to make a pile there of their blockers to allow possibly then those linebackers to get in there to make the tackle either at the line of scrimmage or behind it. So, kind of overhearing too the coaches next to us here too. I mean, they're calling out saying, look, on these short third downs like this, they're probably going to be bringing the house. So you got to be ready here. And right now, GSL, I mean, they're getting through it, but they got to find a way to stop that blitz.
4th and 2, I formation backfield, showing blitz, toss play right side, Jaskowiak with it, got some room, finds a first down, breaks an arm tackle across the 30 to the 25-20, and brought down at the 16-yard line, a pickup of 19 on a toss play right side for Jaskowiak.
Yeah, great job by Jaskowiak once again, just running with his heart on his sleeve, just doing everything he possibly can to get down there and get the first down, and again, breaking tackles, evading tacklers. I mean, just doing a great job out there.
So that'll bring up a 1st and 10 at the Holy Family 17-yard line. Wing T backfield this time. They'll hand it off. Stifter up the middle right side, trying to break an arm tackle. He'll get brought down at the 15-yard line. A pickup of 2 for Jacob Stifter on the play.
You know, and it's tough as a lineman. I mean, I can contest to this here. I mean,
you talk about linemen?
When you got defensive guys that are just coming in and biting at your ankles and trying to make a pile, it's tough. I mean, you got to find a way to try to evade that, though, too. I mean, you got to find, is it easier for you instead of just immediately firing off the ball that you take that little step back quick so they go down and then being able to come over top of them? It's just, you got to find a way to beat it.
2nd and 8. Maryland I hand off up the middle with it. Jaskowiak knocks over a safety at the 10, goes forward up to the 5 before a pile of white jerseys for Holy Family finally stops him there. A pickup of 10 for Jaskowiak.
Nice job once again, Jaskowiak, not afraid to lower the shoulder, puts a really tough shoulder into that safety and blows him back probably about 2 yards there. I mean, just a big-time hit by the sophomore.
Just feels like he's lining guys up now.
Yeah, he's even kind of keeled over out there a little bit too, going, oh, man, that one stung a little bit.
1st and goal from the 5 for GSL as they huddle up with 15 on the play clock. 6:40 left to go in the third quarter. Maryland I formation, single wide out to the right, going to hand it off. Jaskowiak left side, off guard with it across the 5, extends out, he's in, touchdown! Jaskowiak from 5 yards, MJ in for another TD, his 3rd of the evening for GSL. The lead's now 23-0.
Good job of Mitchell Jaskowiak. I mean, he was tired, he was dogging a little bit, but hey, when you can see the end zone and sniff it a little bit, you want the ball and you want to get in there, and he does a great job just piling into them guys and getting into that end zone. And of course, with that touchdown means another $20 from Core Trust Bank to the Panther Booster Association for a grand total of $260.
On for the extra point is Damian Silas. Hold is Reese Schwartz. Snap is way high. Schwartz does get it down, and the kick is up from Silas, but no good. Wide right, and it'll keep the score 23-0 in favor of GSL on the Glencoe Light and Power scoreboard. We're back in 30 seconds on KGLB.
Cooked on here. Never clean
a tough catch, but he caught it and brought it right back down.
Gutter Helmets is the #1 gutter protection system in the world. Couple your gutter helmet with the Jinko face.
I thought maybe he was going to call red or something, but he took it.
Best. Gutter helmet and Django.
Happy Hour Inn and Family Restaurant is where you get great homemade meals made with fresh ingredients and with the utmost care in a warm and inviting atmosphere. It's known for good friends, good food, and good time. The Happy Hour Inn and Family Restaurant in Glencoe.
Ended up being an 86-yard drive. Took 11 plays, 5:31 off the clock. All 11 plays, guess what? Were run plays for GSL. I know, shocker. Jaskowiak, 5-yard touchdown run, his 3rd of the game. Extra point, no good. A high snap. Schwartz somehow got it down. I'm still not sure how Reese was able to hop up there and put that down on the tee, but the kick was no good. From Silas, he'll be kicking it off left to right. Time for another Sink and Seed and Broughton kickoff. But GSL up with 6:29 left to go in the third quarter, up 23-0. Jaskowiak to kick it off left to right, going into that breeze. And the kickoff is away. It's a high end-over-end kick. It'll be short, caught at the 13, taken across the 15, trying to bounce it left side, and no luck there. Panther defenders everywhere as Lensmeyer gets met and brought down back at the 18-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 at their own 18 for Holy Family Catholic.
Good job by GSL's kick team there, just running down the field, filling gaps, making sure no one's going to break through their lanes, and again, just Holy Family cannot find a way to evade some of those guys coming down, and they need more help in the blocking up there, especially on that return team. So GSL just does a really great job of getting down there immediately and making the tackle.
This is a big drive for GSL to try and really take this game away from Holy Family. If they can stop them here and get a quick 3-and-out. Shotgun formation for Tanucci. Running back to his left is Lensmeyer. 2 wideouts left. Takes a snap handoff. Lensmeyer up the middle right side with it. Gets it back up to the 20-yard line. Pickup of 2 on the carry for Lensmeyer.
Right now, too, you got Marco Irichata that's out there playing some D-line, and what they're doing is they're giving Nathan Warner here just some time to kind of you come to the sideline, you rest up, make sure we got you at center yet, too. So they want to get him out of there and allow someone else. And we know that Irichata's got a lot of aggression in that brain of his.
It is a hot, humid night. Temperatures in the 70s, dew point in the low 70s. Shotgun. 2 wide to the right, running back Lensmeyer to the right of the quarterback Tanucci. He's going to fake a handoff. Tanucci rolling right side with it. He's getting pressured by Lipke. He'll just barely get away from him at the edge of the field and go out. No gain on the play. Actually, they'll spot him at the 20. Whoa, they gave him a couple of yards on that one. 22, so pickup of 2 for Tanucci. Just another play, so I have to always call out Lipke's name the way this game's been going defensively.
He's just doing a good job of putting pressure in the backfield constantly.
3rd and 6. Shotgun, 2 wide left, 1 to the right. Ball in the right hash. Lensmeyer to the right of the quarterback, Tanucci. Takes a snap. Tanucci looking to pass. Staring left. Pressure coming. Oh. Avoids the sack, man. Still rolls to his left now. Looking to get a first down. He will not get there. He will run out of bounds. Good chase on that play. Running him out of bounds was Dylan Hoyer. Helping run him out of bounds. It'll be shy of a first down, a pickup of 1 on the play for Tanucci.
Yeah, Dylan Hoyer does a good job running him out of bounds, but the initial pressure coming from number 50, Max Edwards, I talking with him on Wednesday night.
He left his feet, Adam.
I know, on Panther Sports Weekly. I mean, he was itching. He's like, I love this that we're going against a team like this that likes to spread things out because it allows me to maybe get a little more edge rush. And he showed it right there, but like you said, left his feet, just couldn't quite get the sack.
So again, they line up in this shotgun formation a little bit deeper. Tanucci still out there. He does punt. 3 wideouts to the right, and he will punt. Oh, nearly getting some good pressure. Nowak's going to call for a fair catch. He'll catch it at the 44. It'll be 1st and 10 for GSL at their own 44. So they do get the 3-and-outs and get good field position with 5:33 left to go in the 3rd quarter on the Glencoe Light and Power scoreboard. GSL up 23-0.
Well, you called it. I mean, you said this is a huge one for GSL to try to, if they can stop that there, they can really possibly put the pressure on Holy Family and try to put this game away. And, of course, we've got another water timeout out here, too, so we've got some time.
I'm taking it as well.
Yeah, I saw that. You looked a little parched.
Getting a little winded here.
Yeah, but, that's huge. A GSL makes a big stop there now. Now they get their offense back onto the field. They're almost at midfield. This is where GSL really needs to try to capitalize now, too, on the offensive side of the ball. Try to get this ball down into the end zone and really put this game away.
Quick score update on the Glencoe Light and Power scoreboard. Litchfield leads over Watertown Mayor 48-0 at the half in their game. As I mentioned before, it is a 20-0 lead in favor of New London Spicer and other East Central matchups going on tonight.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting, too, to talk to the coaches this week and find out if they get that tape from New London Spicer game against DC, especially since we go to DC next week. They're going to want to probably see that and see how, New London found a way to allow them only 1 first down in the first half. I mean, that's...
Snuff out that offense. It's been so high-powered this season.
Right.
To this point. They're ranked, I believe, 5th in the latest AP poll. 5th or 6th. Because it's Albany was 3. Then it's DC and Annandale are both ranked. New London Spicer was just outside, but I think that'll get rectified this week if that score holds. 1st and 10 at their own 44 as the hydration break is done. 1 wide out to the right is Rushmeyer. Maryland I once again. They're going to hand it off right side up the middle with it is Jaskowiak, and he slipped. He was making a cut and slipped. Hendler gets the tackle, a pickup of 4, and that could have been a lot more if he doesn't slip.
Yeah, you could tell. I mean, he was shot out of a cannon coming out of that backfield there, but yeah, especially with this humidity out there, This grass does get a little damp with that, so you got to be careful, too. Sometimes you just lose your footing, and you just hope, too. I mean, especially with a play like that, he falls down hard. Another guy coming at him from the defense. You hope he doesn't rack a knee against another guy's knee or anything like that. But
old knee knocker.
Yeah, you don't want that. But there, of course, pops right back up. But that's something you just gotta watch a little bit.
2nd and 6 for GSL at their own 47. Wishbone backfield. Mikolajczyk takes the snap. Hand off left side with it. Rushmeyer gets the carry this time. Drives forward across midfield up to the 49-yard line. A pickup of 4 for Rushmeyer on the play.
And, of course, Carter Rushmeyer in there now offensively for GSL, playing in the backfield as a running back with his other classmate, of course, Jaskowiak. But they're taking Will Higgins out. You're going to kind of give him a little bit of a break. Pre-game, we talked to him a little bit, too, and he's like, I got to try to find a way to stop the cramping. I've had a lot of cramps this week.
He had at the end of the game last week.
Right, and with this heat, too, it's just tough. So probably just going to give him a little bit of a break here.
Brings up a 3rd and 3 for GSL. Wishbone backfield, stiff for the fullback. Rushmeyer and Jaskowiak, the deep guys, they'll hand it off right side. Jaskowiak with it, stopping, starting, diving, leaning. He gets across the 50 and up to the 46, which is where he needed to get for a first down. He'll pick up the 3 yards. It was a lot of fighting for those 3 yards, but it looks like he will get it. They will spot it. Ooh, that's going to be just shy of the 46, which is where he needed to get.
I think they're going to
bring the chains out, and I think it's going to be, it's about not a half yard short, but just shy of that.
And I think this is good. We haven't seen the chain gang really run out too much this year, and this is a good way to get them guys a little more blood flowing out there so they're not just sitting out there falling asleep. You agree with that? Or
I think this is a good It's good jog. It's a good jog. It's a warm night.
Yep.
You don't want to have any cramping over there.
Right.
Give them a chance to show off their jogging skills. So stretch the chain out. I think it's going to be just short.
Got to give them a little bit of crap out there, huh?
Stretch, and it is just short. It's about, what's that? You got the ruler there.
From what I saw here after I just
6
get done,
inches,
it's roughly
5?
around, I'd say probably about 9.
9? Oh, boy.
9
Almost
inches.
a full yard, you say?
Almost. Not quite, though.
All right. Okay. So it's going to bring up 4th down. You have to assume here for that distance. 9 inches, as Adam pointed out with his ruler in his hand. He's going to say they're going to go for it. Is GSL.
I held it up to the window.
Yep.
And
you were measuring as they were.
Yeah, and it looked to be 9 inches to me.
3:52 left to go. 4th and inches, wishbone backfield for GSL. Mikolajczyk takes a snap, handoff. Higgins, first down across the 45, lowers the shoulder. He's back in. He gets the first down and a pickup of 6.
And, of course, they bring in Will Higgins saying, hey, we're going to take Carter out, put you in there. Just put the head down and get us that first down.
He does right his back job. Out.
Yep, he does his job.
So it's 1st and 10 at the Holy Family 40-yard line. And this is the benefit, too, of having a 23-0 lead. You can give players like Will Higgins a little bit of a breather. Last week there wasn't much of a chance to take him out of the game one way or the other. Wing T backfield. Jaskowiak lined up incorrectly to begin with. He'll line up left side. They're going to do the run right side with it. Jaskowiak at the steps through a tackle to 35 and tackled and brought down at the 30-yard line. And it's going to be close to a first down. We're going to get another measurement here.
We might.
You going to spot it? Where are they spotting it? Right at the 30? That'll be enough. Should be. 10.
Oh, moved it back an inch. Nope, they're going to give it second down.
2nd down. Pick up a 9 for Jaskowiak on that one. I got him unofficially at 151 yards on the game.
Sometimes you wonder, do they really want to bring the chains out? Is that why they just decide not to measure it?
You got me. Maryland I, backfield for GSL. Handoff, Jaskowiak, right side, breaks through one arm tackle to 30. He continues to drive forward up to the 25, and I see Stifter pancaked a guy, then helped him back up, and pick up a 5 on the play for Jaskowiak.
Yeah, he did. He pretty much decleated him right away into the air, and even himself kind of got up a little hobbled, like, ooh, man, that one hurt me too. So good job by Stifter, though, constantly working hard out there, being that fullback. When he gets the ball, he's running hard, but when he's blocking, too, he's not one to reckon with.
Jaskowiak is really sucking air right now here with 2:20 left to go in the third quarter. He'll be the deep man in the Maryland I. Single wide out to the left is Rushmeyer. Mikolajczyk under center. Going to hand it off. Jaskowiak up the middle with it. Driving across the 20. Keeps the legs moving up to the 18-yard line. Pick up a 7 on the play for Jaskowiak.
Yeah, again, they're giving the young man the ball because they know what he can do. But, yeah, like you said, you can tell He's tired, you know.
Yeah, we haven't seen this from him all season.
No.
And he's going to come out for a play here.
You got number 21. It's going to be Riley Rajicka heading in to
not a bad option either.
Give Jaskowiak a little bit of a breather here.
Seen him fly around in years past.
Oh, yeah.
Or earlier this year defensively, we've seen him fly around a lot. The 2nd and 4. Rajicka will be the deep man of the Maryland I. Single wide out to the right. So 3 guys in the I formation. They'll hand it off. Rajicka up the middle. Hurdles over a man at the 15. Met and driven backwards. Nice job by Handler to drive him backwards, but forward progress gets him to the 14. Enough for a first down. Pick up a 4.
Yeah, I mean, he was hit hard by a linebacker coming up and trying to make that tackle, but Rajicka just does a good job. You have putting the head down and trying to get as many yards as possible.
Minute 14 and counting left to go. There is a haze out there from this high dew point and the high temperature starting to meet, so we're getting a nice little evening fog. 1st and 10 for GSL at the Holy Family 14-yard line. Well, you know you're getting a lot of first downs when the gals yelling out first downs are having their voice crack.
Mitchell Brenhog in there right now as running back.
And he'll get the handoff going with the left side of that Maryland I up to the 10-yard line. Get some good penetration after early in this game they were getting through as Holy Family. Now in this Maryland I, they figured out a way to seal up the blocking and a nice pickup of 4 for Brenhog.
Yeah, good job by him. They're following the blocking and just making sure he works through there. And I see, too, here they were even getting a cold towel for Jaskowiak, trying to cool him down a little bit. I mean, it's hot out there, folks. I mean, if you're not outside, you're inside enjoying your couch and got the AC on and you haven't been out for a while, it's almost as warm as it was earlier. I mean, it just is. The humidity has really kept up here in this game.
GSL doesn't need to run another play in this third quarter, and they choose not to. 23-0, the lead in favor of GSL after 3 quarters. We're back in 60 seconds of the fourth quarter of football on KGLB. Back in 60.
For quality health care close to home, make one stop at the Glencoe Regional Health Services. There's no need to drive an hour or more away from home when you can see physicians and specialists that will keep every member of your family in tip-top health. Schedule an appointment today at Glencoe Regional Health Services.
Save money through energy efficiency and energy conservation rebates. Visit the Glencoe Light and Power Commission website at glencoelightandpower.com to get started. Proud to serve you and to support our local schools and students, it's the Glencoe Light and Power Commission, a leader in renewable energy and energy conservation.
No one works harder than Matthews Vashek Construction. Matthews Vashek Construction specializes in remodeling, custom homes, and light commercial work. Visit them on Facebook to find out more. Find experienced carpenters providing quality craftsmanship at Matthews Vashek Construction.
For outrageously great food, make sure you stop at Unhinged Pizza in Glencoe. Stop by for their always good pizzas, crazy good chicken, and all-you-can-eat buffet, salad bar, and more. Plus, book one of their back rooms for your next occasion. Treat your family to Unhinged Pizza in Glencoe.
Welcome back, everyone. Stevens Seminary Stadium in Glencoe. 23-0, the lead in favor of GSL on the Glencoe Light and Power scoreboard. Adam Bartles, Adam Dahman with you as we get ready for the fourth quarter of action. Panthers leading 23-0. They have a 2nd and 6, the Holy Family 15-yard line, going now right to left. Mitch Brenhog now the deep man in the Maryland I formation. They'll hand it off to him going left side. Brenhog following the blockers. Nice line drive all the way up to the 5-yard line before he finally gets stopped. A pickup of 5. Actually, they'll spot him at the 4, and it'll be enough for a first down, or it should be. Should be. Keyword. Should. Where are they going to spot it? 4. 3rd and inches? 3rd and inches.
Get the ruler out here. Yeah, inches.
Well, you're right on top of that ruler.
They
give you a ruler, and all of a sudden you got the eagle eye.
Mr. Measure over here.
Nowak, single wide out to the right. Maryland I again on this third.
Of $280.
Silas will come on for the extra point. We had a high snap last time from Sheik. Schwartz was somehow able to catch it and put it on the tee. See what happens this time. If the snap exchange is a little bit better. Snap is there, much better this time. Kick is up, and he sculled that one. He chunked it, and it is good just inside the right upright, and over the crossbar it goes. 30-0, the lead in favor of GSL with 10:52 left to go on the Glencoe Light and Power scoreboard. Panthers now lead 30-0 over Holy Family Catholic.
RecTech Outdoor Solutions in Plato carries a full line of outdoor equipment. From Bobcat and Gravely lawnmowers to Western, Snowdog, Hinneker, and Ebling backblade snowplows, they have you covered all year long. It's all at RecTech Outdoor Solutions in Plato. If you've always wanted to own the very best of something, visit your local John Deere dealer, Midwest Machinery Company of Glencoe, Stewart, and Howard Lake. John Deere quality lives in everything they build. Don't put off that dream of owning the best. Capture it during deer season at your local John Deere dealer, Midwest Machinery Company of Glencoe, Stewart, and Howard Lake.
56-yard drive, 12 plays, all runs. I know, shocker there for GSL. Ends with a 1-yard touchdown run for Mitchell Brenhog, the 5'11", 165-pound junior. First rushing touchdown of the season for him. Extra point from Silas, up and just good. That one he took a divot out with the kick, but it's still good and it counts. And it's 30-0 in favor of GSL at 10:52. That drive took 6:41 off the clock. Silas to kick it off right to left for your Sankin C kickoff. The cheerleaders are doing their jumping jacks, and they're getting their workout in here tonight, and that's always a good thing. Just because that means they're scoring a lot of points.
That is correct.
Silas to kick it off right to left. A good boot into this one going back, and that'll be in the end zone for a touchback. Another one for him. Foundry just lets it go, and that's the 6th touchback now of the season for Damian Silas. And it'll be 1st and 10 for Holy Family at their own 20-yard line going left to right, trailing 30-0 to GSL.
Good job once again by Damian Silas, just putting a leg into it and able to utilize the wind a little bit as well and get it into the end zone. And again, really pushing back Holy Family into their own zone here to start off their plays.
Not to harp back too much to this, but it really seems like this game turned on that 4th down decision late in the first half by Holy Family, Adam, when they decided to go for it on 4th down and 4 from their own 24-yard line.
Yeah, I think it did. I think that was kind of the turning point, and GSL kind of knew it as well. It's like, hey, we got them where we want them here. And especially when they scored then, too.
Shotgun, 3 wide, 2 left, 1 right. Running back Hendler to the right of the quarterback. They're send a man in motion right to left. That's Foundry. Takes the snap. Rolling left is Tanucci. Looking to pass. Flips it out to the flat. Incomplete. Missed his intended receiver. And he did have Foundry open in the flat out there, but missed on that pass. And it's 2nd and 10.
I mean, he did, but Reese Schwartz as well, just doing a good job there of covering his man. And he was trying to come up onto that pass if he could. And it was pretty close to him as well there, where he possibly could have maybe picked that off again.
Will Higgins stretching out his calves on that far side, staying in the game for now. Starting defense still out there for GSL, leading by a score of 30-0. Some subs have come in. 2 wideouts to the left. Ball in the right hash. Tanucci, the quarterback. Running back Hendler to his left. Tanucci takes a snap, handoff. Hendler looking for room up the middle flag.
Yeah, we got offsides here on Holy Family. I thought, too, maybe
false start.
Yeah, I think they're, false start, I'm sorry. But, yeah, I think that their guard ended up just jumping a tad early.
Well, if he's supposed to pull, don't you want him moving?
Well, that's true, but you gotta be fair. Do it the right way. Don't break the rules.
Or tell him not to see it. One or the other. Watch a lot of pro wrestling. If the referee gets knocked down, they never see anything.
You know that's true. That is true.
2nd and 15. I'm not saying knock down the officials.
Oh.
I wasn't saying that.
Oh.
I wasn't trying to, at least. It might have sounded like it. 2 wideouts left, 1 to the right. Shotgun with the running back on both sides. The quarterback, Tanucci, on the 2nd and 15. Takes a snap, handoff. Lensmeyer trying left side. And he got handed right into Michael Butler, number 82, 6'4", 15-pound D-end on that play, and Lensmeyer loses 4.
Yeah, that's a great job by Butler there, just getting across, and man, did he come across to seal off that outside, and nobody had him, and he just swallowed him whole.
He got Lensmeyer. That was not a question.
No.
Got your shot out there. Noah Hernandez on the line, D-line as well now for GSL. Shotgun, 3 wide, 2 left, 1 right. Running back to each side of the quarterback. Tanucci on this 3rd and 19. Takes a snap, looking to pass, has time. She's sacked! Is it in the end zone for a safety? No, they're going to say contact outside the end zone, and hey, it's Max Edwards with the sack for GSL.
Nice job by Max Edwards there, getting in and getting a big sack once again here tonight. And, of course, that's another $20 from Pro Auto and Transmission of Glencoe to the Panther Booster Association for a grand total of $40.
And now it's 3rd and a long way, and there's no faking it this time. Tanucci's back to punt. He's standing back of the end zone. As they're at the 2-yard line, it's 3rd and 28. Nowak's actually standing up around the 38-yard line of Holy Family. Tanucci, high snap, reels it in, punt away. It is a high one, far side. Nowak catches it at the 29. He stutter steps around one guy at the 25, allows another one to show up by doing that and gets hit and down at the 22-yard line. It is where GSL will start first and 10 at the Holy Family. 22 with 9:16 left to go in regulation. GSL leading by a score of 30-0.
And GSL here, of course, head coach Scott Chimpley electing to keep, they're keeping out, if I'm seeing this right.
Blake Mikolajczyk's still out there.
Yeah, Mikolajczyk's out there yet, but Carter Rushmeyer's in, I saw yet. And
Higgins is coming off the field. I'm guessing Jaskowiak's helmet's off. He's done for the day.
Yep.
Stifter still out there offensively. He'll be the fullback. Wing T backfield with Brenhog. They'll hand it off. Brenhog going right side with it. Looking to cut inside across up to the 20 is where he's brought down. Pickup of 2 for Brenhog on the carry. And this is a good thing for GSL. And we saw it at the end of the game against Watertown Mayor. Get a lot of these guys some playing time and a lot of it. It's slightly different as you still have the starting quarterback, Blake Mikolajczyk, out there.
Well, and you still have the starting offensive line out there as well. You just changed up a little bit with your backfield. Stifter's still in there as well. So, I mean, they're working they're trying to give these halfbacks a little bit of a break, especially with Higgins playing defense as well, but also what we saw that Jaskowiak was a little winded.
Oh. Maryland eyed a flinch and a false start. I count 3 flags.
That's going to be on GSL. Like you said, false start. Number 64, Cody Weiss, just getting a little happy out there. And, I get it. But you gotta make sure you're mentally involved out there and make sure you stay with it.
2nd and 13. Clock running. 8:20 and counting left to go. In regulation, 30-0. GSL leading over Holy Family. And after getting blanked by them last year, 28-0 on homecoming, they are going to get some very sweet revenge. And this is going to help a lot for GSL when it comes to section seeding at the end of the season. Maryland Eye again on the 2nd and 13. Handoff Brenhog up the middle with it. Slices through one defender, and he's met at the 20-yard line before he's brought down. What was close to the original line of scrimmage? Not that, but almost. Up to the 25, so a pickup of 5 on the carry for Brenhog.
Yeah, good job by Brenhog. Again, just finding that gap, able to shoot through there, but now we just got to find a way to either maybe get elusive back into that linebacking core, try to juke a little, get that extra one, but also if you get some downfield blocking, you might loosen that up as well for him.
So 3rd and 8 for GSL. The thing to remember is they kicked a field goal earlier in this game with Silas from 40. It'd be just shy of that right now if everything holds as is. They're at the Holy Family 20-yard line, 3rd and 8. Maryland Eye, handoff up the middle right side with it. Brenhog finds a little bit of a lane, dives forward up to the 15-yard line, a pickup of 5. It'll bring up a 4th and 3 for GSL, and now everyone peers over. Is it time to kick or not? Sheik just one-hopped it to Schwartz as he's warming up on the sideline.
We're going to run it. We're going to run a play.
Haven't made any decision yet. They're going to send Mikolajczyk out there and run a play. 20 on the play clock. Still have time to call a timeout and change their mind. No, Berger Interiors would appreciate a timeout in this half. One wide out to the left is Rushmeyer. Maryland Eye on this 4th and 3. Handoff. Brenhog right side with it. Gets the 15 met. Spins, dives, drives. He'll get the first down up to the 11-yard line. Nice second effort after contact. Pick up a 4 on the 4th and 3 for Brenhog.
Good job by Brenhog there, following them blockers and able to get in there and just doing a good job picking up a big first down again for GSL.
So it'll be 1st and 10 at the 11-yard line of Holy Family. Brenhog. Make sure I'm saying it correctly.
Brenhog.
Haug. H-A-U-G. Single wide out to the right. Wing T backfield. Stifter still out there as a fullback for GSL, as his starting quarterback, Blake Mikolajczyk. And there's a handoff coming around left side. Rushmeyer. Someone got absolutely pancaked. I don't know who hit that. Who hit that block there, Adam? I'm sure you were watching.
That's going to be number 58, Bennett Lepple, once again. Doing a good job there. Just
decleating guys.
Yeah, he's done it all night. It's been fun to watch.
5 on the carry for Rushmeyer. Brings up a 2nd and 5. I was just impressed by that block. I'm sorry. I got distracted. You decleat a guy backwards on a block, you get all the credit. Single wide out to the right wing T backfield again. Handoff Rushmeyer left side. This time it's blown up. He cuts it back to the right side to the 5. Found some room. Dives in. Carter Rushmeyer is in. Touchdown from 6 yards for GSL. And Carter Rushmeyer gets his first rushing touchdown of the season.
Nice job by the young man getting the nod from the coaching staff saying, hey, we're going to give our other guy a break. Why don't you come in here? And man, I tell you, he's another guy, too, who just likes to work and run hard and does a great job getting in for that 6. And of
Wrestler
course,
mentality.
Oh, yeah, you throw that in there right away. That's another $20 from Core Trust Bank to the Panther Booster Association for a grand total of $300.
Silas on for the extra point. Schwartz to hold. Sheik to snap. Sheik snap there. Spot down. Kick up. Kick is boomed, and it is good. 37-0. GSL leading over Holy Family. 5:22 left to go in regulation. You're listening to Panther Football on KGLB.
Running
For
clock.
over 23 years, Johnny Rock's Body Shop has been helping people get back on the road. They'll offer
Once
free
the kickoff
estimates, work with all
happens.
types of insurance, and offer a lifetime guaranteed workmanship. Johnny Rock's Body Shop, 1 mile south of Glencoe on County Road 2 or at 320-894-7664.
Mumford Sanitation has been providing professional garbage and refuse removal and hauling services for their surrounding
Bad news,
area
Coach.
since
You gave Holy
1925.
Family 3
They offer
possessions in the
roll-off
second half.
containers
A
for
little
construction
disappointed.
and cleanup, and they provide residential, commercial, industrial, rural, and residential service. Visit mumfordsanitation.com.
22-yard drive, 6 plays. Carter Rushmeyer with his first rushing touchdown of the season for GSL. Extra point for Silas, up and good. 37-0. GSL leading over Holy Family, and that game against Albany seems like it was decades ago, Adam.
Yeah, it sure does. GSL really has turned the corner here and found a way to just continue to be a powerhouse here out on this field. And, and these are big games. These are big
Section
games.
Silas to kick it off right to left. Sink and see kickoff, if I haven't heard me say that yet tonight. Kicking it off right to left is Silas. He's put in the end zone all 3 times. He had the wind to his air quote back tonight. This one will be a sidewinder, and it'll skip and go through the end zone, and it'll be another touchback. His 7th now of the season.
Hey, I mean, that's what you're looking for, too, out of your kicker. I mean, you want him either to get it down within that 5-yard line. I mean, that's what NFL looks at, right? In college, too. Get it down in that 5-yard line to the goal line, and we'll go from there. But, man, if you can constantly boot it into the end zone, why not?
1st and 10 at their own 20. Ball will be placed on the right hash. We'll have running time once this snap is executed by Holy Family. Actually, now it starts with the ready-to-play whistle. Clock will roll. 37-0, the lead in favor of GSL. So the second time this year we've seen running clock used here at Stevens Seminary Stadium. This one a much happier reason for it. It'll be a shotgun formation, running back to each side of the quarterback. Tanucci still out there. And once again, Holy Family doesn't have much of a bench to go to. They've got maybe 15 guys on the bench they can go to. Lensmeyer, the carry up the middle with it. Stutter step, gets up to the 24-yard line before he gets brought down. They really don't have much of a choice, Adam. They have to keep rolling their starters out there. They've got guys listed as 8th graders and 9th graders that are listed on their varsity team.
Yeah, they are moving some guys in and out there, but they don't have much of a choice. They really don't.
And they got injuries to other key players on their team, which has really trimmed their numbers down this season. 37-0, GSL leading. Seems like it'll be a very happy homecoming for the Panthers. Shotgun 3 wide, 2 right, 1 left. Ball in the right hash. Snap, Tanucci. Keep left side. He is getting driven backwards. Clockman trying to hem him in. He gets a little bit of help from Will Higgins on the cleanup on that one, as it's a loss for Tanucci back to the 17-yard line on that keep, loss of 7.
The King himself got in there and got himself a nice tackle right there, doing a good job. Coming in, finding the angle he needed to be at, and gets a big loss there for Holy Family.
And that'll be the last play of the evening for Will Higgins and a lot of defensive starters as Reese Schwartz comes out.
Zach Voles comes out. Will Higgins comes out.
We'll get other names out there for guys that are checking in for GSL. Nowak is now playing safety. 3rd and 14. Tanucci, the quarterback, takes the waist-high snap, looking to pass. 4-man rush, has time, rolls to his right, looking to run. He's looking to get some room as the defender slips. Tanucci gets across the 20, up to the 25. He'll be shy of a first down as he's brought down at the 27-yard line. A pickup of 11, and Tanucci takes a hit there at the end, and that's going to force the officials to call. Actually, a timeout got called by Holy Family with 3:17 left to go in regulation. 37-0 the lead in favor of GSL on the Glencoe Light and Power scoreboard. Timeout, Holy Family.
This timeout is brought to you by Bruce and Deb of Bergman's Interiors, serving the Glencoe, Hutchinson, Waconia, and Winsted areas with name brand floor covering and window treatments direct from the mill to you, plus cabinets and Cambria countertops. Call for your free in-home or design studio appointment today.
I have unofficially 45 yards of offense for Holy Family in this game. Is that good?
Yeah, could be better.
For GSL.
For GSL, it's great.
They are leading 37-0 over Holy Family. Touchdowns this half. Chiskoyak got the first one, then Brent Hogg and Rushmeyer with the touchdown runs. Chiskoyak's day is done. He's taken a good seat on the bench, well-deserved. A lot of cold, wet towels being handed out to a lot of the starters here tonight.
Yeah,
Their day has come to an end and trying to keep that internal temps down. None of the big cooler fans like you see in the pros or college here. Not normally needed in Minnesota, to be quite honest, especially this late in September.
Yeah.
It's now become a new trend where we have the late September game as one of the hottest of the year.
Indian summer.
Sure. Doesn't that require frost first? Keep up the middle. Tanucci with it. He'll have enough for a first down. I believe that was Tanucci. Yep. Across the 30 to the 32, pick up a 5.
You're right. It is supposed to get a little bit of a frost first, but
I'm just going off the technicalities there.
We've had some rain.
Twins up 2-0. Last update we had on that one. Of course, next week, if you're looking for Panther football, we'll have that for you on KARP, GSL DC, and what now is a
big game.
Yeah. If it wasn't already,
it's really big now.
It's huge if DC does lose to New London Spicer, and they were down big early. 1st and 10, shotgun, 3 wide, 2 right, 1 left. Tanucci takes the shoulder high snap. Blitz comes. He's rolling out right side. There's a flag for a hole. Tanucci better just get out of bounds, and he does at the 34. Wisely gets out of bounds because there's no other reason for him to take a hit. There was an easy, obvious holding call as Michael Butler got, we'll just say, grasped onto rushing off the left edge.
That was a nice way to put it.
Clock stops because of the penalty.
Other guys that are in the game, you got Noah Hernandez is out there. Jackson Stifter is out there playing linebacker.
Jordan Mikolajczyk checking in.
Jordan Mikolajczyk playing in at safety. Zach Nowak over at cornerback.
Bo Leppel at linebacker.
Yep, number 11, Bo Leppel.
Rushmeyer on the far side playing cornerback.
Yep, Brent Hogg is in there.
Caden Lang, a linebacker. I believe that's 42.
Yep, 42, Caden Lang.
Trying to get as many of those names out there for the guys that have checked in.
74, Jordan Grock.
Is that Toby Neldner on the right end?
I think so.
Shotgun formation. Tanucci takes a snap. Pressure coming. Speaking of Neldner, there's a flip. Far side. That one nearly intercepted in and out of the hands. Leppel, and he was fighting on that one with Chris Bauer to try and reel that pass in. Both had it was a 50-50 ball if I've seen one. Incomplete. As the clock rolls here, it'll be second down as that was a 1st and 15 after the holding penalty.
It's a great job there by Bo Leppel getting out there, and he stayed underneath on the coverage, and with that ball being kind of a looping throw there, just kind of aired out, tried to get on. He had both hands on it right away, but it just kind of bobbled out there and falls for an incomplete pass.
Jordan Grock checks in on the defensive line for GSL. Is that Kyle Hesse as well out there by him?
Yep, Elijah Urich out there right now.
2nd and 22, shotgun Tanucci, handoff Hendler up the middle. Hendler finds a little bit of room, spins and brought down at the 25-yard line just to pick up a 4.
54, Bo Christensen in there now.
Clock rolling, coming up post-game show. We'll get your Unhinged Pizza Player of the Game, your Drive the Game, brought to you by Harple Brothers. Also, Play of the Game, Hutchinson Health. Panther Preview, big, huge matchup next week now against DC.
Yeah, going to be interesting to see what the coach has to say about that.
They were down 20-0 at the half and only had 1 first down to DC in their game against New London Spicer. 40 seconds left to go. Tanucci takes a snap, looking, he's going to try and run. Neldner says no! There's another sack! Brings him down, does Toby Neldner. The 6'5", 165-pound sophomore gets the sack.
Nice job, and of course the coach gets the Gatorade washer ready on the sidelines. But, of course, with that sack means another $20 from Pro Auto and Transmission of Glencoe to the Panther Booster Association for a grand total of $60.
Check and see if there's a reasoning behind that Gatorade shower. Nice round of handshakes for Coach Scott Shimperly, and the clock will expire. 37-0. GSL blanks Holy Family Catholic on a happy homecoming for the Panthers. They win. Final score,